Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
Woo! Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Is getting gas at Chevron burning a hole in your wallet? Get the Drop app. With Drop, you can earn free gift cards just by filling up your tank. Download Drop now. Use code DROP77 to instantly receive $5 in points.
I've been asked 1,000 times, did you plan on becoming the largest injury law firm in the world? And the answer is no. When I started, there were just 2 of us. Today, Morgan & Morgan has almost 800 lawyers alone. No injury firm in the country has anywhere close to that. We set out to be focused on our clients and to have a commitment to trying cases and winning. And when you have those results at trial, you're able to settle most of your cases quickly and fairly. Reputation matters. We grew like this because we worked hard and so many former clients referred family and friends. And what I believe is the main reason is we delivered for our clients a lot. Hard work and client satisfaction was our plan. It worked. Hope is not a plan. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Knox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Knox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
To find out how to get Knox 47 for free, call now. 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621. Free bottles for limited time. Call 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Knox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Knox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
To find out how to get Knox 47 for free, call now. 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621. Free bottles for limited time. Call 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621.
Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back? Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Call. We are going to continue to see isolated pockets of showers until about midday. Then we'll see shower activity calm down. We'll see redevelopment about mid-afternoon, so 2 to 3 p.m. along the sea breeze boundary. Those showers will mostly remain inland, and not everyone is going to see them. Only about a 40% chance. Highs in the upper 80s.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Celebrate July 4th with savings at Lowe's. Right now, make your garden pop for summer with savings on Miracle Grow 25-quart potting mix. Get 2 bags for just $16. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii while supplies last.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor Stories of Courage.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Monday. Thanks for tuning in to Real Radio. Always appreciate you guys tuning in and letting us entertain you. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is here.
What's up?
And it's time for this day in history and a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, so in Philadelphia, they must be selling so many cheesesteaks over the weekend because free agency started today, and Paul George got $212 million from the 76ers, and Maxey got $202 million from the 76ers. Maxey was a re-sign. George was a free agent from the Clippers. Wow, $414 million they wrote today, the Sixers. Man, if you wonder if these NBA teams or sports teams are making enough money, they are making gazillions. Wimbledon is going on as we speak. It is the Super Bowl of tennis for the next 2 weeks. The Wimbledon men's and women's tournaments go on right now. It is starting, and it is on. And there was a UFC fight Saturday night, and was that the big draw, or was it Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers showed up at the UFC fight. He actually was sitting next to our good buddy Dominic, who works for iHeart. And Mr. Rogers walked in, and I guess,
hey, what's up, Dom?
What's up, Dom?
Did he?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah. Rogers was at the UFC fight, had a gray polo shirt on, button down, 3-button. Looked very nice and relaxed. Still, people were still wondering where he was for that mandatory jet camp. We'll probably find that out in about 4 weeks. But the UFC fight is where Mr. Rogers showed up for his first public appearance since speculation he was in Egypt. Before that, and that's what made him miss the camp. And if you're a Panther fan, yesterday is a day you're going to remember for a long time in your life because the championship parade was yesterday on A1A in Fort Lauderdale. Go Panthers. Congratulations. So proud of you guys. I don't want to say it's because of Real Radio, but, I mean, the proof's in the pudding. You're on our station. We win. We should definitely get a check. And that is your Greeks Trifecta. Over to Jimmy for this day in history.
On this day in history.
Well, today's time machine goes back to 1863. That's when we saw the Battle of Gettysburg began on this day. That's 161 years ago. Fast forward 4 years to 1867. The Dominion of Canada was formed. Actually, Canada became its own province for the most part. That was in 1867 at an event subsequently celebrated as an annual Canadian holiday, as they call Canada Day. 121 years ago today, 1903, the first Tour de France began. 1941 is the next stop. The first ever network TV commercial was on the air. It was a Bulova watch company. They paid $9 for the spot.
That's not bad.
1963, the U.S. Post Office began using the 5-digit zip codes. 45 years ago today, 1979, we saw the very first Sony Walkman.
Oh, wow.
Boy, that was a big thing.
Oh, man. Everybody.
In the 80s.
Oh, God.
40 years ago today, 1984, the motion picture movies, they came up with a new rating system, right? We first saw PG-13 was released, kind of created. There used to be an X rating that was now turned into NC-17. And the first PG-13 movie didn't hit theaters until about a month later. That was Red Dawn. 33 years ago today, 1991, Clarence Thomas was nominated by the for Supreme Court by President George Bush. 1992, we found out there was no crying in baseball. A League of Their Own was released. 26 years ago today, 1998, a Florida man sued the Diamond Dolls Strip Club, claiming the stripper, Tawny Peaks, hit him upside the head with her enormous double D breasts.
Whatever happened?
Caused him whiplash and permanent neck damage. I tried to look it
hell
up
of
to
a
see if
hit.
there was a follow-up to the
Right?
lawsuit, but I couldn't find
They got
anything.
married.
Finally, 8 years ago today, in 2016, Lady Gaga finally got her driver's license at the young age of 30 years old. And that's what happened on this day, July 1st, in our history.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. We do it once a show to reflect in the day we're in. Speaking of the movies, Beverly Hills Cop 4 is now on Netflix, and that was 30 years ago. I saw that the other day. First one was in 1994, I believe.
Did you watch it?
I didn't see it. I want to
haven't
see
watched
it.
it yet either.
I heard it's good. 3, but they said 1 and 2 was very good. A lot of people. 3 was bad. It had a bad story. But they said this one's back to normal, and it's a really good show. Very good movie. So let us know if you saw it. And again, seeing Bad Boys, they crushed it again. I was surprised how well they did, but they really, really crushed it in the movie theaters. But you never know what's going to happen. So that girl who had that famous video looks like her fame is growing. It's not going away in 15 minutes.
Oh, you're talking about Hawk Tuah?
Hawk Tuah.
Yeah.
She was on Saturday night. She was invited to a big concert, country concert, and she went on stage, which was pretty impressive. I wonder if she's going to parlay this into even more and more stuff. Seems like people can't get enough of her, and she's pretty impressive that she's cashing in and doing pretty well.
I've seen some other stories like here and there something pops up. I think like a bunch of Hollywood talent agencies are looking for her. Apparently now that they know who her name and who she is, they can possibly locate her. But yeah, it was at Zach Bryan's show, I believe.
Yeah.
Was she there as a guest of Zach or something? That type of thing.
From what I read and heard, he invited her. So it wasn't like she was in
show. Okay.
And it wasn't like she was, sitting there, and then he brought her on stage and she sang a couple songs. With her.
I saw that she was up on stage.
Yeah.
And she gave it the old Hawk Tuah up there while she was.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to, right?
Yeah.
It was known for.
That's her claims to fame.
When I heard it, it was more of just like a screaming it out, like Hawk Tuah, that type of thing.
Put your
than
hands
anything else.
together.
Yeah. But yeah, I said some other news source said that she's gotten like about $24,000 worth of merchandise that she sold already.
Yeah.
Like the Hawk Tour 2020
I heard
or
a lot.
24.
we read last week that she had already made 65.
I was gonna say it's gotta be way more than that,
and
right?
that was mid last week, so I'm guessing she's 6 figures already.
Doesn't that seem low?
Yeah. Because it's not it's that one company, what is
Right.
it, the Fathead Threads or something. So she's just making a certain percentage of the hats that they made. And I know like she has ones that she's autographed too, that they're selling for a bit more. But yeah, that's why. But I mean, she's, like you said, still doing good. As you mentioned, heard a lot of people, PR managers or China agents are trying to hop on. They want to hop on this at least. I mean, it's only been 2 weeks. Let's see how long this goes for.
It'll stay going and relevant if she does some good appearances and people like her and maybe see she's got some different talent. I was with a guy Saturday night. I had dinner with him and he had one of the hats on, and I was cracking up when he walked in. I was like, oh my god! But my buddy Alex is crazy. He always does stuff like that. He bought a Taylor Swift jersey. I mean, he's crazy. But yeah, he had it. But yeah, good for her. And I know Conor McGregor tried to reach out to her too. To get her involved with something. I read that about a week ago. He wanted to meet her. So it's like, wow.
Ring girl or something?
I don't know what he wanted.
Maybe have her fight somebody?
I don't know. But he reached out to her too, Conor McGregor. It's just funny. One thing.
I don't know. Well, he friended her on Instagram and she reposted or somebody did. That's what happened. I don't know if he was trying to get her to do anything with him, but I saw that he sent a friend request on Instagram. Started following her.
Okay.
So that's
Gotcha.
They kind of made that a deal.
I mean, again, she's got a lot of things in front of her. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's known yet what she really does. The only thing that came out was that her father was a minister. And that was it. But it just shows you know what? Right place, right time. You say something and the way she did it. Do you think more of the way she did it or what she said?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
It was all of it.
Sure.
It was all of it?
Yeah.
You guys have an opinion, call us and let us know. Where do you think she's going to end up next? Maybe the next debate. She's going to be out there and she's going to be representing us. Let us know if you have any opinion on this. But yeah, she turned up over the weekend on Saturday night. Justin Timberlake had a concert too. He was in Boston, and I joked a little bit about his DUI and just asked if anybody drove there tonight. Some people thought that was okay. Some people thought it was no good, that he shouldn't be joking about his DUI because that's a very serious thing. And a lot of people look up to him. Do you think anybody would take that in a negative way if they heard him at the concert just, making a little bit of a joke of it?
I mean,
well, he just did.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So,
it's not a joking matter, but I think he's just trying to, he wants to be the punchline and him be the one telling him instead of other people making fun of him.
Yeah, I guess that's basically the way you could look at it. Like he said, I'm going to take deflate the balloon. I'm going to bring it up. But there were some people I saw that said, nah, you really can't be making fun of that. It's a very serious thing. People's lives are in danger. I don't think it's going to – I think it'll go away. But I think it'll go away as long as he behaves. He can't have any more problems. Yeah, because if he has
like anything else. I mean, there's so many things that we see where these celebrities step into it, and if you just kind of keep quiet and let it fade off into the sunset, he'll be all right.
Yeah,
It's not good, obviously, DUI, but
it's never not good. But for him, I'm sure he's going to be fine. He'll do what he has to do as long as he doesn't. I think people are watching him more than they were before. Not that he wasn't like paparazzi wasn't around him, but I know now when something big happens, they're watching every single thing he does. Dolphins and Tua still pretty far away. We'll see what happens. It's one of the big questions in South Florida after the Panthers won. Are the Dolphins going to sign Tua? And most people that I talk to say don't sign him, let him play, and have a good season, and try to work it out next year. And there's some people say, no, you got to give him his money.
So a little off subject, we got good news, and congratulations to this at 47142. That's our text line, and you can text us anything you want like this. It says, I'm happy to share with you all. I am now 1 full week without smoking cigarettes. Listening to you guys has helped make it possible. Thank you for all you do, says Jimmy, you the man, and that's from Tony and Vero.
Oh, nice.
So
wow.
Congratulations.
Tony. That's awesome to hear.
It is.
Let's do another 51 weeks. Let's do it. 1 week at a time.
You can do it.
Yeah.
God, I would think we would make people smoke.
That's what I thought. I was going to say,
Drink.
make them do drugs. Everything.
That too.
Just be like, I'm giving up on life. Drinking, gambling. We make you do all that sort of stuff. Call us at 877-927-6969. Any regrets that you've done? There was about 10 different categories, but if you had any, call us and let us know. Also, if you went to the Panther Parade, maybe you want to reflect on that. Tell us what it was like to be at the first ever Florida Panthers Championship Parade. And in Fort Lauderdale, too. It was the first time they ever had a parade for a sports team to win a championship. A lot of people were there. It was crowded. The weather did not damper people. They still went out there and represented. I know people left so early, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I heard people leaving just to get down there for the day. But it looked like it was a lot of fun. And it also looked like, everybody was just kicking back and having a good time. And the players were using profanity and hanging out. Jimmy, I know you had something on micro-cheating situation where cheating comes up and it's always something like, you're caught.
Well, we talked about that. We had that girl, that audio that I played last week, and we kind of discussed it where she was like, well,
everything was cheating.
Everything was cheating, right? If you open your eyes, you're cheating.
Yes.
And
she was a lot.
So I think that is kind of like, again, everything is based on extremes nowadays. But here's another one that another article that I read over the weekend. Is micro cheating a big thing that we have to look at? So let's say your boyfriend liked an Instagram model's bikini photos. Is that betrayal, harmless flirting, or is it just a little red heart? What does it mean to you? Micro cheating is a subject with an endless stream of content on social media. We see it all over the place, right? Because so much of it happens online. Couples are monitoring and investigating each other's digital habits more and more for signs of disloyalty. So what counts as cheating these days? If someone's Snapchat score, a measure of activity on the app, goes up while they're at work, does that mean that they're cheating with somebody?
There's a Snapchat score?
Apparently.
Wow.
What?
Yep.
Hey, you thought your credit score was important.
I read some of the stuff. I mean, I don't know what it is.
So
but,
that is the score just shows that you've been on there. Is it just activity?
It's a measure of activity, basically, from according to this article, right? So if that measure of activity means obviously you're on there, you're being active with it, does that mean that you're cheating? Just that solely alone, right?
All right.
Now, it doesn't say whether or not who you're talking to or anything like that. From what I understand, and I don't know Snapchat very well because I don't use it all that much. Does following a model on X mean that your partner is shady just because you follow a model on there?
That's silly.
Who are they chatting with in direct messages? Now that might be a little bit more serious.
Yes.
if you're actually having an interaction with somebody else. Is it a problem if they follow their ex still? Right? So if you're on Instagram and you never unfollowed them, let's say, as an example. One person asked the therapist, my girlfriend sends Instagram reels to her attractive coworker. Is that cheating? These are just the questions, right? Just for sending reels to an ex. Or to a coworker. I'm sorry, to an attractive coworker. But I like how they add in the word attractive coworker, not just a coworker, right?
Because I think to some people it matters,
right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
They probably wouldn't have asked the therapist if the person was beat.
Yep.
Franny's strong on him.
Probably wouldn't have.
That was first 6 months. It sucked.
In one TikTok trend, people listed off sketchy micro-cheating behaviors that they considered just as bad as sneaky sex. Ooh. Offending behaviors include liking another woman's Instagram story, responding to a guy's post in a classroom discussion forum.
They leveled that up, same as sex?
Yep.
Wow.
Responding to a guy's post in a classroom discussion forum, being caught with another woman's. Oh, I'm sorry, that's two separate things.
Okay.
So you're responding to a guy's post in a classroom discussion. I mean, that's school. That's a learning environment, right? Or being caught with another woman's hair tie. That, again, that might be a little bit, how do you get caught with it, right? There's more to it than just that.
You can have it around your wrist.
Well, I mean, that you're just asking for it if you're wearing it around your wrist, but maybe like in the car or something.
Yeah.
You get in the car and you're like, whose scrunchie is this?
Right. Ooh.
Get your scrunchies out.
May seem a little weird, right? At least that one I would question a little. Yeah. Maybe a little bit. So they gave it another example here. This woman, Kaya Gonzalez, 23 years old, got a nagging suspicion her boyfriend was messing around. So she drove to his house, parked outside while he was sleeping. He had paired his phone with his car's Bluetooth before.
Okay.
So basically his phone and car were connected. She was able to get into the Bluetooth on his car by parking near it, right? She was able to do that as well because the Bluetooth was enabled. And she was able to scroll through his text messages.
What?
Believe it or not.
What?
He was messaging multiple girls, the 23-year-old
Did she get in his car?
No, just get nearby. So you Bluetooth into it.
I don't understand.
So, she had found out by doing that, he was messaging multiple girls, complete with daily good morning smiley faces and good night hearts. She ended the relationship shortly after. That was enough for her to say that he was cheating.
I get it because that is shady behavior, but I'm still not understanding how, maybe because when you access somebody else's Bluetooth in their car, then your phone stuff gets set up in their car. When it's enabled, not their stuff gets transferred to your phone.
I guess maybe the history was in there. Was on the was available through the vehicle. I'm not sure.
I don't either. Yeah.
Maybe because she was actually getting direct access to his phone via the Bluetooth because
to me that's still very
his phone was
weird.
close enough to it. Her phone was close enough to it. I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting.
Another tool used is you can put somebody's email address into an account finder and see what social media platforms come up, or what apps come up, like Tinder or other dating apps.
Even dating
right?
apps too.
Apparently you can do that. Again, this is another bit of technology I didn't realize existed out there that you can just search for that and it can tell you whether or not you're on, I don't know, Bumble or
It
whatever,
shows you
right?
how many people are out there trying to bust people. All these things that I've never even heard of, they're accessing and utilizing so they can find their partner, whoever cheating.
Well, here's the next one, and we've heard of similar things like this before, but here it's actually a Facebook page. They've got a group called Momfish, and that's where women volunteer to catfish other dudes, like they pretend that they're single, and they try to get other wives' husbands, they flirt with them and try to get them to see what their reaction would be, right?
You can't even get a piece of ass anymore.
I know. It's just amazing. That might be cheating. Or is that micro cheating?
That's micro cheating.
But I think, again, it goes back to the question when it says micro. I mean, I think we all know the obvious things, right? Yeah. But is liking another woman's post on Facebook or on Instagram, is that a form of cheating? And I think for some people nowadays, more and more, it seems like that it might be. So. We just hear it more and more. I don't think so. I'm sure Franny doesn't. I don't know. It just seems like we're getting a little too far with some of this stuff, maybe.
Well, I think they're more and more they're diving into it. They're looking at it and they're figuring it's some form of betrayal in their mind, which is
But to
fine.
me, they're just trying to find anything wrong.
Yeah.
And
It
they're
almost
trying to-
seems like it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's so nitpicky.
Yeah.
It really is.
Like around, anything, like you said, if you're following somebody or say somebody a nice picture or whatever, if you're not asking anybody out, I don't.
Yeah,
to
but
me,
I don't think you should be sending people pictures. That's different. If you're sending a picture of yourself to somebody.
no. If somebody,
Okay.
if you see a picture and you say like nice photo.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you're sending
No,
them a
no.
picture.
Oh, yeah. If you see a photo, you say nice photo.
Well, no, not even so. You just like it. You
Yeah.
heart it. Some people lose their mind over that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they think
dare
that's
you
almost like a
like
form of
that?
cheating, or just following a model on X. Just following her
Or even
page.
Instagram.
Or Instagram,
Yeah.
same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
we-
seems a bit much.
It
but
does.
Any direct messages? Yeah, then something's going on there. Right?
That's different, though. That's where your interaction, obviously, and I think, like we've always said, all of us, anything you're not telling somebody, if you're in a serious, committed relationship, and you should discuss that. But I think anything you're not telling the spouse, people look at. But relationships are very hard to make work. You got to communicate. We always talked about it. But if you're going to be like that, wow, the pool's going to be very small.
Yeah.
It just is.
And there's always exceptions, and there's
Yeah.
always things that you have to look at. That's why I always ask for more details. I always have questions whenever we come up with these scenarios of, what's it about? Why are they talking to them? If you are direct messaging somebody else, it's of the opposite sex or, that type of thing. Is it work related? Is there some sort, is the question work related, let's say? Well, then that's probably more innocent than it is, guilty of cheating.
Yeah, I don't know.
That seems obvious, right? But
Yeah,
you got to know those details.
Yeah, you're right. You have to know everything it is. But to me, cheating is, you're out with somebody else and you're banging around and you're doing what you got to do. But man, this is tough. It is. Franny, we got some Florida stories. Anything about cheating?
No. But yeah, pro tip: if try not to sell something that you just stole from social media. Don't sell it on social media.
Oh, you can't do that?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Is that a red flag?
I gotta go.
PSA. Yeah, and then I will tell you, this young carjacker messed with the wrong trucker. I'll let you know exactly why I said that. And then we also, I didn't realize. Remember when people said anything? It's dirt cheap. It's dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Dirt isn't cheap. I'll tell you why.
Oh, wow.
When we come back and you're with the Florida on Real Radio 92.1.
You're listening to Real Radio, available everywhere you want to listen. Yeah, even there. On our free iHeartRadio app. Download it now. It's been 30 years in the making.
Roscoff out in front. They score! Drops it off. They score! Nico Mikola!
But it's finally here.
Stopped by Bobrovsky. Back to Rodriguez, and he scores!
Real Radio congratulates our Florida Panthers. 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Dealing with a crash here on 95 northbound, the off-ramp to Donald Ross Road. Looks like 3 right lanes are blocked. Stay to the left.
Introducing Knox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Knox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
To find out how to get Knox 47 for free, call now. 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621. Free bottles for limited time. Call 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621.
Hey, it's the Greek from Narosa Palm Beach, where you can party with the beautiful ladies 7 days a week to 5 a.m. And Friday night is Fetish Fridays, live fetish shows every hour. It's Narosa Palm Beach 7 days a week with a 5-star menu and beautiful ladies. And if you want to watch a sporting event, it's always on at Narosa Palm Beach. You're a winner even if the team loses because you got the beautiful ladies of Narosa Palm Beach. Open at 5 a.m. 7 days a week. It's Monroe's, baby. Peace.
After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's the Greek, and it's the big birthday of the greatest country in the world. So ensure your retirement is the ultimate summer vacation by calling Trajan Wealth today at 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. As we reflect this month on Independence Day, we could also consider the importance of financial independence plays in our lives. You want to have that independence, and you want to be able to relax and enjoy yourself and enjoy the holiday and your retirement. Call Trajan Wealth today to learn a lot more what your finance and what your goals are when you retire. Offices in West Palm Beach, 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. The fireworks are Thursday night, but your retirement should be like fireworks every day. Peace. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
Yikes. It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
The wait is over. Dell Technologies Black Friday and July deals are live. Check out incredible savings on select laptops and more, like the XPS 15, powered by Intel Core processors. The XPS 15 brings you the perfect balance of power and portability, plus stellar visuals and immersive sound. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to exceptional tech and electronics, plus free shipping on everything. Don't miss out on Black Friday and July savings at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Zero Foxtrot isn't just a brand, it's a way of life. Founded and operated by veterans, Zero Foxtrot's unique apparel and gear echoes the grit of the warrior culture. Zero Foxtrot dedicates itself to producing content, honoring the sacrifices of forgotten heroes of the past, and connecting history to the present. Embark on a journey with Zero Foxtrot today at ZeroFoxtrot.com. It's not merely our products, it's about the ethos that we embody. Rugged, resilient, and timeless.
Real Radio weather.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Carr. We are going to continue to see isolated pockets of showers until about midday. Then we'll see shower activity calm down. We'll see redevelopment about mid-afternoon, so 2 to 3 p.m. along the sea breeze boundary. Those showers will mostly remain inland, and not everyone is going to see them. Only about a 40% chance, highs in the upper 80s.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll tell the story of the strange life of Charles Ponzi. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday, which is Monday. Thank you always for tuning into Real Radio. Giveaway this hour, 11:45, Burger Bash in Boca. Always a great event every year. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
Thank God, because there's Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida. Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
All right, so we've heard dirt cheap. You always think dirt's cheap. Well, according to this story, it's not. At least if you're stealing 15 loads of dirt. And that was one man's plan, and it was soiled.
Ooh.
After, thank you. Yep, after he was busted.
Give her a rim shot.
This happened last week. Lee County deputies responded to Anaconda Avenue in Lehigh Acres after a victim said that about 15 truckloads worth of dirt went missing. He was like, it was here and now it's not. Where'd it go? So Dimitri Alexander Alvarado was ordered one of his machine operators to remove the dirt from the property. The victim, who said who is a field operations supervisor, said that upon arrival, one of his employees noticed that like 8 to 10 trucks at the location appearing ready for dirt to be loaded onto them. However, the supervisor said that there was no authorization, as it takes about 2 to 3 months to obtain a contract, and that he didn't recognize the men that were there to move the dirt. He's like, I don't know these guys. Well, according to deputies, each load of dirt costs $200, so totaling $3,000 worth of dirt. Who would have thunk? I'm going to start digging up my backyard and selling it.
Yeah. Get your hands dirty. Put a sign up. Instead of garage sales, that dirt sale.
Oh, my God. So they did. They ended up charging Alvarado, who was arrested and charged with grand theft.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. And taken to Lee County
What a dirty crime.
jail. Very dirty.
He landed in jail.
And then Indian River County, 27-year-old Zachary David Mueller was arrested for trying to sell a golf cart that he had stolen.
Oh, really?
So via social media.
Couldn't get away too quick.
Yep. And it's true. Working with the Brevard County Sheriff's Department, a meeting was set up with him, who reportedly was already wanted for some other crimes in 3 other counties.
He's been busy.
Yep. At the meetup, Mueller caught on to the fact that the prospective buyers were actually cops and tried to make a run for it.
What gave it away? The police car when they pulled up. Did you guys respond to the ad?
You
gotta tell me if you're a cop.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta tell me if you're a cop.
You do have to tell me.
You can't come in a cop car. That's not fair. They're fast.
Yeah, so he did. He tried to get away, but he couldn't go too fast. They said he tried to escape in the stolen golf cart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a joke.
No, he really did try to get away on the golf cart.
Was it gas powered or electric?
I don't know.
That is crazy.
Either way, their cop car was faster. I'll just say that.
That's just brutal.
They were captured by they said the K-9 unit. And then, in a very surprising turn of events, a 66-year-old truck driver in Brevard successfully thwarted a carjacking attempt by a 29-year-old named Blake Robinson. Despite being initially attacked and thrown to the ground, the elderly man managed to overpower him, leaving him, and they said he held him down until the cops came.
Wow, that's impressive.
Sheriff Wayne Ivey recalled the incident, joking how the would-be thief got he said, punk butt whooped was his name, by someone twice his age. They said Robinson now is facing serious charges. Obviously, he tried to steal the truck, but battery against a person over 65, attempted burglary with a $30,000 bond set for his release from the county jail that was done. But yeah, he didn't know who he was messing with. This 66-year-old was like, yep, I got your number, dude.
Wow.
Uh-huh. And held him down. You never know. And then finally here, in your Florida, Spider Woman? I don't know. But she sure acted like it. A Hillsborough County woman daring attempt to avoid arrest led the sheriff's office to put out a public service announcement warning people not to scale apartments to get away from authorities. They said, deputies say that when they went to serve a felony warrant to Quinoa Toussaint, she tried to escape. According to the sheriff's office, she locked herself in a room and then try to escape out of the second-story window. There's body cam footage showing deputies walking through the apartment and forcing their way into the bedroom, where one woman can be seen on the bed as another one is crawling out the window. She is hanging from a second-story window as people below her tell her to go back inside. What are you doing? Go back inside. Deputies grabbed a hold of her arms from inside the bedroom and were able to hoist her back inside. She has felony warrants for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and discharging a firearm. And they said here, the sheriff did, to see her deputy shift from making an arrest, preserving a life is commendable, because they said if she would have fallen, may have ended badly for her. 2 stories, I don't know, maybe some broken bones, right? They said this criminal had no intention of being arrested, and I couldn't be more proud of our team for taking her into custody safely. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. And maybe you could do something between 11 and 1 o'clock, and you'll get on the same show. So you got a shot. Jimmy, who do we got?
We got our buddy Evan from the Red Meat Lovers Club is on the air with us. Hey, Evan, how you doing today, bud?
I'm good. It's good to talk to you guys again.
Evan, what is going on? I know you got a big event, and my favorite restaurant of all time, when you told me this, I was like, what? But let us know what is going on.
So you know that New York Prime in Boca Raton does not close down. They don't do it.
They did once.
Dinner every day. Well, now the Red Meat Lovers Club on Tuesday, July the 9th at 7 o'clock is taking the keys from the manager, Nick, and we are opening up the meat box, and we are taking all the meat of the meat box, and we are giving it away. We are serving it for our dinner to support Jordan Avi Ogman Foundation.
That's great. Excited about that. July 9th, New York Prime. I will definitely be there, and you never know. If the stars align, Franny even may stop by.
Impossible.
Hey, nothing's impossible, Evan.
It's a
Nothing
shot.
is impossible.
It's a shot. It's a possibility.
In the past, I have offered car service. I have offered chariot.
But this is New York
I
Prime.
have offered boats to get Franny to an event.
I know, but Greek has he's mentioned this separately too, and we've already talked about it. So it is. It's a possibility.
It's a possibility. We want to keep our fingers crossed. It's like a Christmas present that you want so bad.
I love New York Prime. I love Nick Woods.
Yeah.
Why
so
not?
you never know. She might make a guest appearance.
And I love steak. So
and you love steak.
I do.
Jimmy, you're also invited if you would like to come.
Convinced. Jimmy would be like the unsung hero, like where he comes out of the past into the future. If he comes to this dinner, I will personally put a 48-ounce bone-in ribeye in front of him and say, you cannot leave until it is all consumed. Wow. I just want to see the show.
That's a big one.
That's a possibility. That's a lot of meat.
That is a lot of
48
meat. What is it, The Great Outdoors with John Candy? Is that it, where he has to eat that whole entire steak?
That's a heck of a challenge there, Evan. I tell you what, I just might take you up on that.
I would love it. Greek, it's open meat. It's open bar. It's open cigar.
Wow. Cigars, too. Wait a minute. I didn't know you got the okay for a cigar. Oh, that didn't come across my desk.
I'm hitting every box for you just to make sure that you come, stay, and have a great night. The charity is incredible. We're going to help find a cure for Jordan Ogman, who's suffering from a rare disease. About 4 years ago, we put 260 people in a room. We raised over $100,000 that night. This night coming up, July 9th, we hope to do the same. And the website, selflessdinner.com. Selflessdinner.com is where people can go, sign up for a ticket, or they can also, all of your listeners, every time I come on, everyone is always invited and will be guaranteed approved when they join our private Facebook group, Red Meat Lovers Club. And because your listeners are awesome, and it's going to be
Evan, I am looking forward to this. This is going to be, besides July 4th, this will probably be the biggest event in July. I'm excited for it. The Panthers won the cup. Can you throw in a T-shirt for Franny to try to sweeten the pot?
You don't need to do it.
Well, you know that our club starts making shirts at extra large.
Yeah.
So I don't, and most of our guys are, XXL, and I'm XXXXONGL. But I will get a hat. We'll get a hat, a knife, a cutting board, a Red Meat Lovers Club cigar.
Wow.
Whatever Franny wants, essentially.
Yeah,
it is carte blanche.
Yeah, wow.
If she wants a tuna fish sandwich, we're getting her a tuna fish sandwich.
Why am I going to have tuna fish when there's all that red meat in front of me?
Yeah.
She don't want tuna fish.
No.
That's the one thing you don't have to talk her into.
I'll share a 48-ouncer with Jimmy.
Yeah.
All right.
You can't do that.
Who gets the bone?
That would be incredible.
Now, Evan, you guys are doing your own cigars now, right?
Yeah, we're doing our own cigars. They're nationwide. They used to be exclusive to Smoke Inn. Now we're in about 300 shops. So that went national last year, and it's going incredible.
Great.
And then we're up to 1 point. Every time I come on, I like to give you the update. We're up to 1.6 million raised for various local charities.
Great.
In Palm Beach. So we're proud of that. And it's really, this event on Tuesday is going to be a signature moment for the club. New York Prime has been my favorite steakhouse since I moved here about 8 years ago. I never thought we could get to the point where we could rent out the whole thing.
Yeah,
but we're
fantastic.
at that point.
Wow,
And,
that's fantastic.
It's going to be a really beautiful night. Everyone's invited. Selflessdinner.com for a ticket. It's going to be special.
Well, I hope it works out, and it's a great evening. You could definitely count me in. Franny's 50-50. You never know. If you sweeten the pot a little bit more,
You
never
don't
know.
need to sweeten the pot. You don't. You already offer plenty. Don't listen. But it does sound like a great event. And I have a question. What's the name of your, I'm sorry if you said I didn't hear. What's the name of your cigar?
Oh, so it's called the Red Meat Lovers Club.
Okay, that makes
It comes
sense.
in 4 sizes. It comes in the size, the porterhouse, the ribeye, the filet mignon,
I love
and
it.
the beef stick. So
I know somebody who buys them. He likes
Very
them.
clever. I like it.
Yeah, very cool.
Well, we're trying, Franny. We're trying to get you to dinner on Tuesday. Let's go, Franny. I'm offering again to recap: car service, Harriet, bike.
Wow.
All of them. Wow.
Wow. The car service.
There's only one of me.
Wow. Can you throw in a trip to Vegas? Just asking.
I will throw in a trip. I do have one trip, a trip to Costa Rica.
Oh, nice.
Now, if Franny comes to dinner on Tuesday, Greek, you're my witness.
Yeah.
And the millions of people listening. Franny will get a trip to Costa Rica to go see Jonathan Renault's casino at the Sheraton, Costa Rica.
Oh, my God. That is, come on. How do you say no to that? Let me be your agent.
I'd be an idiot, right? I would be an idiot.
God.
to
What
say
else
no.
you got? You got anything else?
I would be.
Isn't there a hurricane coming?
If I'm going there, yes, it'll definitely come.
Evan, you're the best.
You are the best.
Yeah, we love teaming up with you for years. We have a great friendship, and I'm so impressed with what you do for charity and everybody. You do a great job, so I can't thank you enough in the community, and I will definitely be there. And I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I would probably say Franny's good chance she might be there, and maybe even Jimmy too.
Jimmy is always invited. He has a standing invitation. Franny has a standing tuna fish sandwich. Selflessdinner.com. Selflessdinner.com is where you'll get the ticket.
Okay.
It's going to be I'm telling you, I know it's going to be a great night because I can guarantee that I'm going to have a very good cry in front of a couple hundred of my new friends. It's a very special charity. We want to help the Ogman family. We're going to do that by consuming meat, raising our hands for charity, and incredible auction items. I no longer have a trip to Costa Rica because Franny just won it.
Wow, Franny's there to Costa Rica.
I know. Let people bid on that thing.
Wow, Franny's going to Costa Rica.
You'll get a lot of money from it.
No
right?
pressure at all now.
You'll get a lot
And
of
she
money.
still doesn't show up. Hey, what else you got?
Yeah.
Evan, you're a great man. Thank you so much for all your help that you do for the community and this charity. I want you to do me one favor. Can you do me one favor?
Of course.
Call next Monday again to promote the event because it is Tuesday night, I believe. Keep it in people's mind. We'll mention throughout the week, and I'm sure I will bump into you. I'm actually going to be at New York Prime tonight, parking cars between 7 and 10. I'll make sure I tell everybody.
Sounds good to me. I'll see you guys soon.
All right, Evan.
I look forward to it.
All right. Great event. July 9th, New York Prime.
Thank you, Evan.
Yeah.
Great job. Franny, what do you think? If the Costa Rica trip maybe persuade you?
No, they let them auction up. I'm looking right now, selflessdinner.com. You can go right there, Eventbrite, and get your tickets for that evening, but it's for a good cause.
48 ounce, Jimmy. That's a huge steak.
Yeah, they help with diseases such as ALS, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, just a couple of the diseases that that charity goes to. That's absolutely wonderful when you see that.
And all right, so the menu, if you want to get excited, all right, they're going to have, like they said, they're going to pass around lamb chops, baked shrimp, thick cut bacon, rib cap on garlic toast, deviled eggs on bacon, mini sliders, mini wedge. Then you go to Prime Steak Land. There's going to be a carving station with tomahawk steaks, fillets, and all the sides and sauces.
Wow.
Then they got a pasta land on top of that.
Oh, no!
Where the chef tossed Alfredo with baked shrimp, all kinds of stuff, the live auction. Yes, like drooling. Sounds so good. Yep.
I've been at a lot of these events.
I'm going to need a wheelchair to leave.
Oh, my God, I can't wait.
The food is fantastic. It always is. They do a great job, and it's for a great cause. And he does a lot of good things for the community and charities. He helps the police, fire departments over the years, and now he's even stepped into cigars. So, if you get a chance, next Tuesday, July 9th.
Yes.
Yep, at New York Prime. We'll talk about it again during the week, and Evan's going to call in next Monday again and give you guys all a friendly reminder. If you have any regrets on anything you bought, we had 10 different things. Give us a call or text us at Real Radio 47142.
We were talking micro cheating too at 47142. Started off with Real Radio. Says, OMG, Franny, I micro cheated with you this past weekend when I liked your Instagram post. My wife is going to be ticked off according to this. And then our girl Sarah B says, if you're suspicious enough to snoop through your partner's phone or email, the relationship is already over because the trust is already gone, according to Sarah. Let's see. Says, I don't know what this means. Stay with the professionals, Greek. Stay with the professionals? I don't know.
That was something for last night.
Okay. Says, if Jimmy eats that much meat in Boca, he will not be able to drive back to the pizzle without falling asleep. It's true. And then Sarah
48 ounce steak. I could not I couldn't even think about that. Yeah.
And then somebody says, if anyone can take down a lot of meat, it would be Jimmy. That's
Well.
Sarah. But 48 ounces is massive.
Oh, God. That is beyond belief. Red Meat Lovers Club, go to their website. Great event, July 9th. We're very excited. We're going to be there and looking forward to it. Again, regrets. Do you have any regrets? Is there anything that you've done that you were like, man, I wish I didn't purchase this? It could be a home, could be a car, it could be a piece of jewelry. Could be like Jimmy brought up vacation. Maybe you thought, you know what? I think most people who go on vacation, I would say, spend more than they thought going in. I think you get excited in the moment, buy things, souvenirs, stuff like that. Spend more maybe drinking, eating.
Especially now. Even we went up to Kennedy last Wednesday, and we got a hamburger, a chicken sandwich, 2 sodas, and 2 fries, and it was $37.
Yeah, it's pricey these days.
It's just so it's not necessarily like you expect to spend a little bit on something like that, and I'm sure you go around, ballpark. We went to, you've asked me a couple times, Greek, over at the St. Lucie Mets.
Yeah.
And did I say this or not? I went over, we were looking at T-shirts, the fan shop in there.
Yeah.
It was like $80 for a T-shirt.
What?
$80 for a T-shirt.
Ridiculous.
Oh, it is. It's unbelievable.
A Port St. Lucie T-shirt, for the Mets?
It just says Mets. I don't think it said New York. It was just Mets. They had like the souvenir baseballs in those little plastic square cases, right? $50.
Crazy.
That's nuts.
Yep.
Nutty.
Yep.
Just nutty.
Yep. That's why the kids are so excited when you go running for them anymore.
Right?
The foul balls, right? Turn around and sell the damn thing.
Yeah.
So quickly we can get into this because this is something if you're looking to get away, maybe do stuff with the family, you want to travel, and you don't want to spend any money.
Yeah,
you're probably going to have to.
pay for it.
Eventually, you're going to have to. But these are the 10 best free attractions in the country.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so go check it out. You might have to hop on a plane, road trip, there are a few here in Florida. Independence National Historical Park in Philadelphia. They say this tops the list. Free attractions. Freedom Trail in Boston, Massachusetts. I did it. It is very cool because you get to walk by historic spots like Park Street Church, Paul Revere's house, the USS Constitution.
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
very cool. And if it's a beautiful day, it's worth it.
Paul Revere's house. Do you hear him yell? The British are coming. The British are coming.
Yeah, every time.
Oh,
Yeah, they have it on recording. It's a constant loop.
I think that'd be cool.
The Great Smoky Mountains National Park in Tennessee and North Carolina.
I'm dying to go there.
I have been. It is beautiful. The National Infantry Museum and Soldier Center in Columbus, Georgia. They said that exhibit includes the last 100 yards, which shows significant battles in infantry's history. They said there's a lot of galleries covering the period from the Revolutionary War to today. You have J.C. Ralston's Arboretum. How am I going to say that? I don't know. In Raleigh, North Carolina. Arboretum.
What is it? Visitors can explore the grounds and gardens and learn about plants, flowers that are on display. Oh, that's pretty cool.
The Golden State Bridge, San Francisco, California, made it number 5. The U.S. Mint in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, made it at number 4. Cape May County Park and Zoo. That's nice. We have 500 animals, including giraffes, zebras, and lemurs, and they say it's open year-round, and both admission and parking are totally free.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I've never heard of a free zoo.
Yeah, Cape May down at the bottom. It's a great place to go on vacation, too. It's beautiful, beautiful little town.
Yeah, but that's cool. A free zoo and free parking and everything.
That's where my brother has his house.
News to me. And then we have the top 2 here, the Teco Manatee Viewing Center in Apollo Beach, Florida. We even have one here in Riviera Beach, but they're saying this one, where it's a protected marine sanctuary, gives visitors a rare chance to see manatees up close. And then finally, number 1, I always volunteer the Turtle Fest. It's a great spot. Loggerhead Marine Life Center, Juneau Beach, made the number 1 in the country for free. Focused on ocean and sea turtle conservation. It's free and open to the public every day. And of course, their goal is to rescue and return wildlife to their natural habitat. But I've talked about it so many times. If you don't want to listen to me, this made number 1 on a list by travel experts, 10 best.
That's great.
Free attractions.
There it is. All free attractions. We're not going to fly you there or get you there. You got to get there yourself. But at least when you get there, it's free.
You know, seeing some of these that are on here, especially like the Freedom Trail, the Independence National Historic Park, things like that. I love the history of this country and everything. It made me think too of the Smithsonian's. They're also free.
Oh,
believe it or not.
There you go.
Our tax dollars do pay for those, but it is something that if you're in the Washington D.C. area, they are free to go into.
Bush Wildlife. Speaking of local. Free.
Oh yeah, that's a great place to go.
They do accept donations.
Is there no, it's not local. It's Statue of Liberty. Is there a fee? I don't know.
You know, I've never, as many times I've been to New York City, I've never done the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's something I would highly recommend. Empire State Building is free.
I thought I had to pay.
To go up to the deck?
It's been a while, but yeah, to go to the viewing area.
Oh, really?
I thought I did, but you know,
I know there's 2.
It's been so long.
And the Statue of Liberty, that's beautiful to see.
There's no charge to visit the grounds, but the ferry to get to it you got to pay for.
Oh, okay.
So that's
but
in a way there's a fee,
Yeah.
but it's not directly related to the statue itself, I guess.
That's cool. There's some cool things that you guys can do, and they're free. It is the Penthouse on a Monday. Again, we'll tell you about the Red Meat Lovers Club event coming up July 9th at New York Prime. I will definitely be there. Looking forward to it. Evan doing some great jobs. Him and his crew always do fantastic charity events. It is the Penthouse, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the News Junkie.
A man was detained by sheriff's officials and cited after he jumped into an elephant exhibit at the Milwaukee County Zoo, they said.
Do you think the elephants looked at each other and they're like, so are we going to talk about the person in the room?
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
The Hartford Small Business Insurance knows opening a small business is a great achievement. They offer custom insurance solutions to fit your needs. Get a quote and find why over 1 million small business owners trust them at thehartford.com/smallbusiness.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Dealing with a crash here on 95 northbound, the off-ramp to Donald Ross Road. Looks like 3 right lanes are blocked. Stay to the left of that. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Has a loved one left you a classic car to sell? Introducing GMTVCC.com. Give me the VIN's new classic and collector car buying service. Whether it's a 1988 Fox Body Mustang or your granddad's 1985 square body Chevy truck, GMTVCC.com has got you covered. Their experienced pro buyers will appraise and offer real money for your classic or collector car, and you get paid now. No consignments, no auctions, just quick and easy cash. And they love resto mods. That's only at GMTVCC.com. Give me the VIN's new division for classic and collector cars.
Hurricane season is here. Is your home ready to handle strong winds and heavy rain? Don't stress. Expert Shutter Services is here to help. The largest storm shutter manufacturers on the Treasure Coast, Expert Shutter Services offers top-notch protection with Cat 5 rated Ultra Shield hurricane screens and Nautilus rolling shutters. Call Expert Shutter Services now for a free in-home consult at 772-871-1915. That's 772-871-1915. Expert Shutter Services. We're taking the shutter industry by storm.
Hey, it's the Greek, and it's the big birthday of the greatest country in the world. So ensure your retirement is the ultimate summer vacation by calling Trajan Wealth today at 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. As we reflect this month on Independence Day, we could also consider the importance of financial independence plays in our lives. You want to have that independence, and you want to be able to relax and enjoy yourself and enjoy the holiday and your retirement. Call Trajan Wealth today to learn a lot more, what your finance and what your goals are when you retire. Offices in West Palm Beach, 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. The fireworks are Thursday night, but your retirement should be like fireworks every day. Pace. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor paid advertisement.
This July 26th through 28th, get ready for an event that will inspire and empower Christians across America. The Believers Summit is coming to West Palm Beach, Florida. This summit is more than just a gathering. It's a mission to stand courageously for truth, embracing the Here I Am spirit of readiness and obedience to God's call. Join an inspiring lineup of speakers including Charlie Kirk, Jansen Franklin, Ali Stuckey, Eric Metaxas, Sage Steele, and many more. Register now for 25% off using code WPBLOCAL at tpusafaith.com/believers.
This hurricane season is predicted to be extreme. Your house is your castle. Don't wait. Call Castle Impact Windows, a folding shutter corporation division today for a free estimate. 561-683-4811. High quality made in-house castleimpactwindows.com.
From hurricanes to heat waves, Florida homeowners have seen it all. That's why they trust StormSmart. Stormcatcher screens, shutters, and impact windows provide year-round protection because smart is made to last. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Every day, countless accidents occur on our roads, leaving victims with injuries, medical bills, and emotional distress. You don't have to face this difficult time alone. I'm partner Lance Ivy with the law firm of Lytle Ryder Smith Ivy and Fromrath. With offices located in Broward, Palm Beach, and St. Lucie counties, our dedicated team of attorneys specializes in all types of car accident cases and are ready to fight for you. Call us for your free consultation or visit us at foryourrights.com. Main office, West Palm Beach.
Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owed a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000. I tried to make payments.
The IRS wasn't satisfied with Eric's efforts, so they came after him full force.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed at what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like, 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and their team of expert tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $15,000, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-968-9022. 800-968-9022. 800-968-9022.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now?
Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Knox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Knox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
To find out how to get Knox 47 for free, call now. 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621. Free bottles for limited time. Call 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621.
Shop Macy's Backstage today for amazing deals on everything you need for summer. Get low prices every day at Macy's Backstage. Find a store near you at macy'sbackstage.com. Off price, on trend, arriving daily.
For more information about contests on this station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Sarah Spain for iHeart Women's Sports. Presented by Elf Beauty. Injuries plagued the U.S. gymnastics trials with 3 of the top contenders withdrawing. But it meant some familiar faces are heading to Paris. Simone Biles, Suni Lee, Jordan Childs, and Jade Carey, who all competed in Tokyo, will be joined at the Games by one newcomer, 16-year-old Hesley Rivera. Biles is the favorite to win her second all-around Olympic gold. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
When it comes to women in sports, Elf Beauty is all about leveling the playing field. The same goes for the boardroom, where Elf is one of only 4 publicly traded U.S. companies with a board that's 2/3 women and 1/3 diverse. Learn more at elfbeauty.com.
iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of Team USA, plus NBC's top Olympic moments, original Summer Games podcasts, and live hourly updates from the games in Paris on the iHeart app and right here on this station. Be sure you have the free iHeart app, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Mo Better Garage. Mo Better Garage. We make it way Mo Better. MoBetterGarage.com.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Monday. Hope you guys had a nice weekend. Getting ready for the greatest country in the country to have a birthday on Thursday. I'll give you a little bit of how much Macy's is spending after a trifecta. You might be shocked because their cash is going up in smoke. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hey.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, NBA free agency starts in Philadelphia. My God, how many cheesesteaks do they have to sell to pay these guys? Paul George signs with them for $212 million for 4 years. Mingata, I cannot believe these numbers. And then they give Maxey an extension for $202 million. So Philadelphia this morning spent $414 million. That's probably the biggest anybody spent this morning. If you got any team spent more money on free agency, let us know. Miami Heat are supposed to be quiet during free agency, but you never know what Pat Riley has up his sleeve. Wimbledon kicks off today for the next 2 weeks. You have the men's and women's division, and they will have a champ in both. And Wimbledon is on as we speak, the Super Bowl of tennis. And the Panthers had their parade yesterday down in Fort Lauderdale on A1A. Great turnout. The rain did not bother it. First time ever the Panthers had a World Championship parade, and the first one ever in Fort Lauderdale. If you went, you can give us a call at 877-927-6969. Tell us what the experience was like. It was on TV and a lot of videos, social media. It looked like it was a great time for the fans and for the Panthers. And that is your Greek's Trifecta.
Franny, you got your camera set up there, I see?
do, yes.
Okay,
yes.
you may want to hold on to it there for a second.
Uh-oh, is he going to pound on the desk?
A Broward County teenager is $1 million richer after winning the top prize in a Florida lottery scratch-off game. Hure Oliveira, 19 of Pompano Beach, walked out of the A&J Zebra Supermarket in Deerfield a millionaire.
Good for him.
Bought a winning $1 million a year, actually even more than $1 million, a $1 million a year for life spectacular lottery ticket for $50. The game features 2 top prizes of $1 million a year for life and 234 prizes of $1 million just straight up cash. The lottery ticket also comprises more than $1.6 billion in cash prizes. He's not the only winner. The A&J Sabrias Supermarket was given a $2,000 bonus commission for selling the winning scratch-off ticket.
I'm always shocked with
So
the
I guess
place
he just
gets.
won $1 million, or did he win $1 million?
I thought you did the million for life, no?
Well, that's the name of the scratch-off is a $1 million for life. So apparently they have that, but they also have $1 million prizes as well. So maybe he just got the $1 million. Well, you can't live on that.
Not a bad day.
Not a bad day, huh?
There was a father and son team who I guess they won a lottery in Kentucky, $20. They won $1 million. And they were saying that no more baloney for them. They took the one lump sum for $700,000. Now, I'm happy for them because it was Kentucky, and I would never be in Kentucky except for the Derby. So I'm happy. But for the kid from Florida, happy for him, but it should have been us. Macy's has a great celebration every year in the harbor of New York City. I watched it many times, was out there, and it's just unbelievable. And they spend roughly $6 million to pull that off. That is a ton of cash.
I am not surprised.
Yep,
Speaking of
I
that,
believe it.
In that area, we did have a couple people text at 47142. Started off with Real Radio. Says Statue of Liberty tickets are around $31.50 adults, $25 for seniors. Kids are free.
Oh, that's cool.
According to the text.
Okay, so there is obviously a charge for it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we also have Empire State Building is not free. I went back in 2018, and the prices vary depending on the time of day and which observation deck you visit.
Okay, there's 2.
Yep. Let's see. We have purchases that we regret. Regret purchases in the early 1990s. For 4 consecutive years, I purchased Buffalo Bills Super Bowl championship T-shirts. I think kids in Haiti are wearing them right now.
That's awesome.
Things that are free. Somebody says, don't forget the Hooker Trail on Broadway in Riviera Beach.
Yeah.
It's free to watch. It's free to watch.
Oh,
that's nice.
Oh, okay.
You drive by.
Get some
check it out.
popcorn.
Yeah.
And then this isn't necessarily a purchase, but it's a regret. It says, my biggest regret was about 20 years ago when I started listening to this station. Is what I got here.
Oh,
Yeah, and that's
20
how
years we got you hooked.
participate.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate it. Good, bad, or indifferent, as long as we're in your ear, we really don't care. And then you never know. We can end up other places, too. Give us a call at 877-927-6969.
Are fees getting out of hand or what? I
Yes.
want to give you a prime example of something that I'm going through right now. So we're about in the end of the month. My wife and I are going up to a combination of New Jersey and Pennsylvania to see my brother, some friends from the fire department, and then go over and see the grandkids. And part of it, because of the fact that, we're landing in Newark and then, we're going from there to Morristown to Pennsylvania, we need a car. We have to rent a car. We can't, there's no way we can get somebody to come give us a ride here and there. So I went online and I had booked a car, and I had seen the overall price at the end of it. And it was what it was. And I wasn't too, it is what it is. It's what you got to pay, right? So didn't seem to be as big of a deal when I saw it. But then I just recently got a reminder here, your reservation is coming up, blah, 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 that type of thing. And it had all the fees written out of what it was. The car itself for 6 days is only $295. And that to me isn't too
Sounds like a
bad.
steal,
Doesn't
right?
sound bad, right? All right. But wait, there's more. Surcharge fee, $128.81. Concession recovery fee, $33.61. Concession recovery fee surcharge, 50 cents a day for a total of $2.50.
Okay.
Customer facility fee, $38.65. Domestic security fee, $25. Energy recovery fee, $3. Transportation recovery fee, $22.50. Vehicle licensing fee, $3.55. taxes, which you can't get away from, $46.48, coming out to a total of $471.28.
So the fees are the same amount it is to rent the car.
So
the car
pretty
itself.
much, almost, or
Basically.
it's almost doubling the price just with all these extra fees instead of just having it in there as one lump base rate, you know. And that's the thing, like we often hear that, especially with airlines, right? Same thing with airlines. We used to have just like, okay, you bought a ticket, now is the cost, and now you've got this fee, that fee, a pillow fee,
some of them do sound ridiculous.
Luggage fees and all that different stuff. And some people were just like, you know what, just charge more for the ticket, and I have it covered, right?
It's the same thing with hotels. They get your resort fees, valet in the morning.
If you were to break down all the different fees, I'm sure you'd have something very similar to this.
Yeah, a Florida fee, state of Florida fee. I mean, it's a lot more money. You get a room, it could be whatever, $200. The time you check out, it could be $380.
Yep, and those bed taxes are what keep us from having a state income tax, which is kind of nice in one way, but in another way, we still pay that too if we stay at a hotel.
Of course, they got to make it up someplace.
Sure,
I mean they have to.
That's
but
the
like
thing,
you said
right?
with their cars, it's one price. I'm the same way. Just give me the right price.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. You work it out, but tell me it's $500.
It's almost like I almost wish they didn't send me this breakdown because it's almost more upsetting. I was okay with the $471. It really was.
But then
it
when you
wasn't
saw
too bad.
how it was broken
But then you
down.
see, like, wait a minute, what's this fee and that fee and this
It's
fee
like
and that fee and that
itemized.
fee and this fee and that fee?
And some almost sound made up.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. The transportation recovery fee. What's that?
I guess
I'm dropping it off to them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. I don't
There
know.
it is. Yeah.
All right, it's 11:45, so that's time for a giveaway.
It is time. We have a pair of general admission tickets to the 11th annual Boca Burger Battle. That's Saturday, July 13th at Sanborn Square Park in Boca Raton. Unlimited burgers, bites, beer, wine, and spirit tastings. This sounds like an absolutely wonderful event. You want to go? Give us a call right now, 877-927-6969, 877-927-6969. We'll set you up with a pair of general admission tickets to the 11th annual Boca Burger Battle. If you can guess who said this quote, and I'll read off a quote for you. I got a bunch of them lined up here. We call that He Said, She Said. And that's where I do read you that quote. You just have to guess who said it, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy. I see the phone lines are all full, so I'm going to go get some people lined up, and we'll get going in a minute.
Thursday is 4th of July, and there's not a better place to go than Monroe's. You want to see fireworks? Whoa! You'll see them there with the beautiful ladies. They will bring the fireworks. You'll have a great time. What a 5-star menu, open till 5 a.m. It's Monroe's in Palm Beach. They are having a big party to celebrate the greatest country in the country. It's Monroe's in Palm Beach. Make sure you get there 7 days a week, and they're open at 5 a.m. with beautiful ladies at your side. And if there's a sporting event you want to watch, UFC, it was just on Saturday night, or baseball at this time of year, or the NFL or college, it's always Monroe's of Palm Beach. Always a great time. Monroe's can make a good night a great night by just walking through the door and seeing one of those beautiful ladies. Tom Greek sent you, and guess what happens? Absolutely nothing. But just go to Monroe's and have a good time and enjoy yourself. Our good buddy Evan from the Red Meat Lovers Club was on earlier talking about a big event he's having on July 9th, which is next Tuesday. I will be there. It's at New York Prime. Not really much for me. I go out of my way there. But you're going to have a great time, and it's for a great cause. We'll give you more details as the week goes on. And Evan is going to call back on Monday of next week, which will be the 8th. And if you're a fan of Tua and Waddle, Palm Beach Autographs is having them July 14th at the Wellington Mall. Tua and Waddle. Talk about a great time. And if you're a Dolphin fan, to get both their autographs, we'll have Steve on again this Saturday on the Locker Room. But it's going to be an unbelievable day at Palm Beach Autographs in Wellington. You're going to get Tua and Waddle. Jimmy, are we ready?
How many people go up to Tua and say what's going on with his contract, huh? Ooh, think that happens?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Yes, we are ready for our contest. We got Brad on the line. He was first in. And Brad, you want to go to the 11th annual Boca Burger Battle?
Yeah.
All right.
Have you ever been there before?
No.
That's a great event. You'll really enjoy it.
All right. Let's see if we can make that happen for you there, Brad. I'm going to read you a quote. All you got to do is tell us. Did Greek say it? Did Franny say it? Or did I, Jimmy, say it? And if you guess correctly, we're going to send you to the Boca Burger Battle. All right, buddy?
All right.
Here is your quote. And then you got to suck the head. And then you got to suck the head. Did Greek say that? Did Franny say that? Or did I, Jimmy, say that?
I'm going to say Greek.
No.
No, I'm sorry about that one. That was...
And then you got to suck the head.
That was Miss Franny.
Talking about crawfish?
Yeah, crawfish.
That's what I was talking about.
Exactly. What else could it be?
I know.
Sorry about that, Brad. Next up, we have Brandon on the line. Brandon is second. Brandon, welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm good.
Brandon, you jacked up? I mean, it's Monday. You got a chance to go to Burger Bash. Panthers won?
Yeah, jacked about the Panthers for sure.
All right, good.
All right. Well, let's see if we can get you all jacked up for the 11th annual Boca Burger Battle going on Saturday, July 13th. Let's see if we can get you there, buddy. I'm going to read you a quote. Just tell us, did Greek say it, did Franny say it, or did I, Jimmy, say it? And here is your quote. Man, did it stick hard. Man, did it stick hard. Did Greek say that? Did Franny say that? Or did I, Jimmy, say that?
Jimmy said that.
Oh, and... sorry about that, Brandon. That was... Oh, hold on. That's right. That one doesn't work anymore. All right. Hold on. We'll do that.
Man, did it stick hard.
Man, did it stick hard. Sorry about that, Brandon. Next up, we have Chris on the line. Chris is our third contestant today. Let's see if we can get Chris to the 11th annual Boca Burger Battle. How you doing today, buddy?
Great, Penthouse. How y'all doing?
We're doing great, Chris. How was your weekend, buddy?
Every day above ground, Greek, is a great day.
Wow, that's a great attitude. Do you really believe that, or are you just saying it?
A little of both.
All right, cool. How was your first 6 months of this year? Was it good? Was it bad?
Chris listens.
Yeah.
Or as Franny would say, it sucked.
Oh, no, what is it? You say like Greek. I'm glad you lasted.
Oh, you're perfect.
Very nice, Chris. All right, Chris, let's see if we can get you set up with these tickets. I'm going to read you a quote, Chris. Just tell us, did Greek say it, did Franny say it, or did I, Jimmy, say it? And if you guess correctly, we're going to send you to the 11th annual Boca Burger Battle. Here is your quote. This is not a proposition. This is the quote. Can I rub on you? Can I rub on you? Did Greek say that? Did Franny say that? Or did I, Jimmy, say that?
That would be Greek.
Oh, and... sorry about that, Chris. That one was, can I rub on you? Me.
Yeah, that's Jimmy all day long.
All the way.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that, Chris. And next up, Jim hung up. Kip is on the air with us. Kip, how you doing?
Here I am.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Kip? Love the enthusiasm. Love the juice on a Monday. Hope you win there, Butterscotch.
My favorite.
Yeah.
All right, Kip, you're all excited, and we're excited, too, to send you to the 11th annual Boca Burger Battle going on the 13th. That's a week from this Saturday, I do believe.
Yes.
I'm going to read you a quote, Kip. Just tell us, did Greek say it, did Franny say it, or did I, Jimmy, say it? Here is your quote. You're supposed to eat it, not use it as a weapon. You're supposed to eat it, not use it as a weapon. Did Greek say that? Did Franny say that? Or did I, Jimmy, say that?
That sounds like Franny to me.
Yeah.
Nice job, Kip.
Damn right it is.
Too many words for me.
And this is what it sounded like.
Yeah, you're supposed to eat it, not use it as a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We
There
gotta
it
talk
is.
about your banana.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
If I could eat it, I'd never leave the house.
Great
Wow.
job. All right, Kip. Great job. I'm going to put you on hold if you can hang tight. You know the drill, buddy. I'll get back with you here in a minute, all right?
All right, Kip. Way to be, buddy.
Nice.
He's a champ. Jimmy, thanks for your help.
Sure thing. All
Burger
right.
Bash is a great event. I've been there many times. Man, if you don't like burgers, don't go. But if you like burgers, get your ass there. You'll have a great time. And what buns in Boca. My God. They'll be all over the place that night. Get down there and find yourself a nice set of buns. Believe me when I tell you. Franny, would you agree? Have you ever been to Burger Bash?
A long time ago, but yes, it was a good
great event. It really is. 877-927-6969. Do you have any regrets about something you purchased? It could be a home, Could be a car. It could be a vacation. You went on vacation. Man, I wish I didn't go. Or you spent too much money. Could be some jewelry. That's where mine was tremendously. I might call back everybody I engaged just see if I get any rings back. Probably go no, but you never know. They might be in good moods and be like, yeah, I didn't even know I had it. Could be that. Something you did. Maybe electronics. Anything. But clothing was the number one thing that people regret, which was about 34%, if I am recall that from what Franny said this morning. 34% of people said clothing. The big purchases, so clothing's not that bad because maybe you didn't spend a ton of money. But the big purchases, it could be even a house. Maybe it turns into a money pit. But let us know. Give us a call or text us. Text us at Real Radio 47142. Or you can call us 877-927-6969. Or email Jimmy at realradio921.com.
I saw an article this morning that says, get your binoculars ready and keep the lookout because Ben Affleck has moved out of the home, right? So they're saying, divorce watch. Almost like, I'm waiting for the news flash to come in with it. It seems like we're getting closer and closer to the big announcement, according to People magazine. He reportedly emptied all of his belongings from the mansion he and J-Lo share while she was away. She's, I guess, over in Europe right now. Yeah. So he's like, okay, she's out of town. I'm going to move out. For the time being, he's living in his rental. A source says, quote, he's been there for about 2 months now. He seems okay. He's been at his office every day and seems focused on his work. He also loves spending time with the kids as well. But what does he do for a job? I like how he says he goes to work like it's an office job.
Well, he does a lot of production.
Yeah.
He produces stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
And he writes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the writing aspect of it.
all that
And he's
stuff.
producing
Going to an
movies.
office. Okay.
I'm sure he's probably dabbling in other ventures too.
Oh, yeah, he does
besides
a lot of
Hollywood.
It just say, I don't know, just the way I took it as like he goes in with a briefcase and he sits down in an office type thing, like he's in a cubicle or something.
Well, he works at Dunkin', you know that. He works at Dunkin'.
That's true too. Yeah,
he works
yeah.
at the drive-up. Remember when she came there? That's what started the whole beef.
That was it.
When
I'm
she
telling
came
you,
to
it
his
was a
job.
Dunkin' commercial.
Remember, he got pissed. He goes, well, I wouldn't come to your job. When she pulled up, and she said, are you really working? And he was like, yeah, this is my job. Leave me alone. Man, I am shocked that they are getting
I thought he already moved out, to be honest with you. I thought that there was a report saying that he had already moved out.
Well, it's weird how they say, I think this is where they're saying he's moving his belongings out, right? He's been out for some time. He's been living in some rental unit. So that's really when he moved out. I mean, right? That's kind of how you word it versus, now I guess he's just getting his
Taking
stuff.
his
It looks
stuff.
looks like he's packing up and really it's going to be official here soon, at least by the way they're looking at it.
He's very close with his ex-wife and with the kids they have, and she supposedly, from a lot of articles and people have said, she's like his backbone, his strength.
And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if this ultimately does happen with J-Lo. I would imagine that they would remain friends. He just seems to be like that kind of guy. He just doesn't want to be in the limelight, and she does. It's not a compatible relationship at all.
Offshore betting, 75-1. She goes back to A-Rod. What do you think of that?
Oh.
Ooh. Dun, dun, dun.
She does.
I don't think so.
She does boomerang.
Yeah, she does. She doesn't like to be alone. She's even said it.
Right.
She needs to work on herself.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she's had a couple
Just for a little
stumbles.
bit. Just be alone for a bit.
Yeah, she's had a couple stumbles. Like 6. Yeah, she's gonna do it again. That's the whole thing. Like she's done it 5 times. She's gonna do it again.
She seems like one of those people that, you've used this term, people that love.
Yeah, oh yeah, she does. That's what her whole
I mean, she had the whole movie was about it. And I think that's ultimately the straw that broke the camel's back because she was sharing letters from Ben Affleck and stuff like that in this film. And I think it really upset him that she was showing their personal life like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, and I can understand that. I mean, if you wrote somebody a letter, that should be between the two of you. I would assume she asked him, but you would think she would ask him something like that. But looks like Ben is left to coop, and we'll see where J-Lo ends up now. A-Rod, though, 75-1 is worth a shot. Just a flyer.
For 75-1, I'd throw a unit on it.
It's worth a flyer.
I'd throw a unit on
You
that.
never know. He's supposedly with the same girl for a while, and he's very happy, but you never know.
That would be the probably the caveat, right? That I would say it wouldn't happen because if he's in a committed relationship.
Yeah, but I mean, who the hell knows? I mean, people are always in committed relationships. Somebody calls them, they change their mind. I don't know. I mean, 75-1. It's worth. I like your point. It's worth the unit.
Yeah.
I mean, take a shot.
What the heck?
Let me put it this way. I wouldn't say it's totally off the board.
Yeah, well, it's just like the typical 99-1 horse.
Yeah.
You got to throw a couple bucks on it.
You never know. I'll text them later. I'll go, what are the chances? You guys are 75-1 offshore.
Start sending J-Lo
letters.
Roses and
Yeah,
letters signed A-Rod. I love you.
I miss you. I love you. Can't wait to get back.
Stack the deck, as they say.
That would be. I don't think she would do it because they would destroy her from going back to him. Like from A-Rod to him to back to A-Rod. But things happen. That's why they got erasers on pencils. It is the Penthouse on a Monday. Hope you guys are having a good day. We just had a giveaway, a big one. Burger Bash, our good buddy Kip won, and he's going to the Burger Bash, and he's excited. We'll come back with some fun facts and so much more on a lovely Monday. It's the first Monday of the month, so get a lap dance. Peace.
iHeartRadio is the easy-to-use app for music and radio. Download the free iHeartRadio app today. It's been 30 years in the making.
Barkov out in front. They score! Drops it off. They score! Nico Mikkola!
But it's finally here.
Stopped by Bobrovsky. Back to Rodriguez, and he scores!
Real Radio congratulates our Florida Panthers. 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
I-95 and the Turnpike crash-free, delay-free on the island of Palm Beach. South Ocean Boulevard down to one lane each direction due to road work between Lake Avenue and Ibis Way. That's traffic on Reno Grant.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. It's time for July 4th doorbusters at Lowe's. Now through July 1st, save $900 on a Lowe's exclusive Hisense French door refrigerator. Was $18.99, now just $9.99. Because Lowe's knows savings. Valid through 7/1. Appliance price includes all discounts while supplies last.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
Duffy's Sports Grill is your headquarters for all the summer soccer action. Enjoy ice-cold 2-for-1 drinks, 7 new exciting menu items, including sandwiches, sliders, and tacos. Don't forget about Duffy's fan favorites, including half-pound certified Angus beef burgers, fall-off-the-bone baby back ribs, fresh salads, and delicious pastas. With over 80 TVs at every location, you'll never miss a goal! Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more.
At Duffy's, our game is always on. In this week's Marketers Report, Angela Zepeda, CMO Hyundai Motor America, talks about audio storytelling.
People scratch their heads and say, why would you put your brand on a channel that doesn't show the sheet metal? But for us, it's about storytelling. That's driving a lot of brand awareness, but we can also drive a lot of intent.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the influencers, audiences, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
2 guys, 5 rings. Yes. One essential podcast for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers host a new podcast that's all about the athletes.
You gotta get your head in the game, as Zac Efron once said.
And the culture.
Not French.
Well,
I have no association with the nation of France. But you did live in Montreal.
Of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Listen to 2 Guys, 5 Rings on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app. Search 2 Guys, 5 Rings and start listening.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Hey, it's the Greek from Narosa Palm Beach, where you can party with the beautiful ladies 7 days a week to 5 a.m. And Friday night is Fetish Fridays, live fetish shows every hour. It's Narosa Palm Beach 7 days a week with a 5-star menu and beautiful ladies. And if you want to watch a sporting event, it's always on at Narosa Palm Beach. You're a winner even if the team loses because you got the beautiful ladies of Narosa Palm Beach. Open at 5 a.m. 7 days a week. It's Monroe's, baby. Peace.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom? You want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Knox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Knox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
To find out how to get Knox 47 for free, call now. 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621. Free bottles for limited time. Call 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621.
iHeart's Yacht Rock Radio goes commercial-free every weekend. Enjoy the greatest 70s and 80s smooth, soft rock. Just open the app, search Yacht Rock, and listen now. iHeartRadio, free, never sounded so good.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Carr. We are going to continue to see isolated pockets of showers until about midday. Then we'll see shower activity calm down. We'll see redevelopment about mid-afternoon, so 2 to 3 p.m. along the sea breeze boundary. Those showers will mostly remain inland, and not everyone is going to see them. Only about a 40% chance, highs in the upper 80s.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Ever wolfed down a Big Mac and thought, I need some extra cash? Mm-hmm. Then download the Drop app. Get rewarded for dining out and more. Use code DROP22 for $5 in points. Download Drop now.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Monday. A little cloudy today, but it's supposed to be nice all week to getting ready for the biggest celebration. The greatest country in the country is having a birthday. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, hello. Doesn't look a day older than 247, right?
Yeah, a lot of Botox. Francis is here.
Hey.
And it's time for some fun facts about what? I don't know.
What are you know? Fun facts. Alrighty. If you were listening earlier on, Jimmy had mentioned that it's a couple of days, which is going to be part of what I'm going to be talking about. The holiday, July 1st. It is, well, let's go through some fun ones. It's International Joke Day. If you weren't aware of that. It's American Zoo Day.
Zoo?
Yeah.
Like go to the zoo?
Like, yeah, go to the zoo. It's International Chicken Wing Day. We know how much we love chicken wings around this joint.
Yeah.
It is the day where zip codes are observed because that's when it started. Jimmy did mention that. And it is U.S. Postage Stamp Day. And I have some things you may not know. No, obscure facts is what I'm going to call them. Obscure. And, yeah, sure. Just
When is the best day to lick a stamp? Jimmy, what'd you know?
I just deleted. I just X'd out of my website, but I got it back. All right.
The best day to lick a stamp is on Tuesday
Is
between
it?
9 and 9:30.
Yeah. So back in the day, they said prior to 1847, postage was paid by the receiver. Could you imagine that? Like,
Oh, wow.
you have to pay to get this letter I'm sending you.
You get an invoice.
Rick's old COD joke.
Yeah. They said that this led to a large portion of mail returned because they're like, I don't want to pay for this.
That's right. You never sent it to me.
Yeah, they said due to the fact that recipients did not want to pay the fees.
Maybe we want to rethink this business model.
Yeah. So to avoid delivering letters twice with no pay, the prepaid stamp was introduced in the U.S. Could you imagine getting a letter from somebody and you're like, that would be 10 cents, please?
Yeah.
But, yep. The upside down plane. Now, in 1918, a run of stamps were accidentally printed with an upside down Jenny airplane on it. They said to date, only about 100 of them have been found, making this design extremely valuable. They said they're known as the inverted Jenny stamp. In 2007, a single stamp was auctioned for $977,000. And they're saying today it's estimated around $1.6 million each. Jesus, quit pounding on things hard. I'm knocking computers.
That's what he
down.
said.
Jesus.
I hope you got that.
But yeah, if you have an upside,
1209.
yeah, if you have an inverted Jenny stamp, airplane stamp, check it out. 1.6 million is what they're claiming that this could be.
I'm going home tonight. I'm checking. What is it? A Jenny stamp? Upside down? Hey, Jenny!
An inverted Jenny stamp is the name of it, but yes, it's got an upside down plane on it. So Elvis is still
Was
the
that a
king.
misprint? Or
Yes.
That's why? Okay.
Yes, they were accidentally printed upside down.
Right, okay.
Elvis is still the king. The most popular stamp in the U.S. to ever be printed featured Elvis Presley as its artwork. The design was released in 1993, and more than 120 million stamps of this style were sold.
Wow, I didn't know they still had Elvis stamps. I want to go buy one today. Thanks.
Okay. The most expensive stamp. I talked about the one that we thought that was expensive. They say of U.S. postage, the most expensive prints are the Benjamin Franklin Z-Grill 1 cent stamp. Only 2 are known to be in existence, and they are valued at around $3 million each. I wonder who's sitting on that thing. First African American on a stamp, Booker T. Washington.
Booker T.
First woman, Martha Washington. Yep. This is U.S. Postal Stamp Day. They said forever. The Forever Stamp was released. Do you remember when it was released? Do you want to guess what year?
The Forever stamp?
Yeah, you know the Forever Stamps.
I'm going to say 96.
91.
2007.
2007?
Wasn't until then, huh?
Yep.
Son of a gun.
To simplify the process of raising postage prices, using them means that additional postage doesn't have to be applied, even if the cost of the stamp rises after it's purchased.
I'm really going to buy an Elvis stamp today. I'm very excited. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
What was that one that there was only 2 in existence?
That was it was a Benjamin Franklin one.
Okay.
It had, let's see, there was a name of it. The Benjamin Franklin Z Grill 1 cent stamp. Yep. Then on here, we have what called discretionary postage. Stamps for a cause known as discretionary postage work by selling for more than normal postage fees, then donating the extra for a specific cause. The first discretionary stamp was directed towards Alzheimer's research and raised more than $1 million. However, the stamp for breast cancer awareness has been in production since 1992, bringing in more than $92 million for over 1 billion stamps towards breast cancer.
How about that, huh?
Also on here, they say in 2020 alone, 13.7 billion stamps were printed, including online postage, resulting in $736 million worth of profits just in that year alone. And then finally, furthest traveled stamp, 2015. A stamp traveled nearly 3 million miles. And they say it was past Pluto, as it was inside the New Horizons spacecraft. So it holds the Guinness World Record for the most miles traveled by a stamp. And there you go for some fun facts.
Thank you, Francis. We do it once a show at 12:05. Fun facts about all different things. So it is July 4th weekend. And is Friday a holiday? For some people, it is. For some people, it is not. Do you think it should be a holiday? But also, they project that 71 million people are going to be traveling this weekend.
Yeah.
And if you're driving, they say make sure you hit the roads before 10 a.m. That is the best time to hit the roads. Before 10 a.m., between 2 and 7 is where the traffic is going to be very, very heavy. So if you guys are traveling this weekend before 10 o'clock, get your ass out of bed and get everybody ready and say, come on, you ready or what? Get out there and make sure you get to your destination early so you don't sit in traffic.
You were talking about the Friday being a holiday for some people. 45% of American workers don't expect to get much done between now and the 4th of July weekend. So they think we should have the entire week off.
I love this.
That's
country.
right. It was half of us aren't doing much anyway. So let's just take the whole damn week off. And 49% think companies should shut down for the entire week of July 4th. And a lot of those votes are young people, believe it or not.
Oh, I'm not
Shocker,
shocked.
right? 61% of millennials and Gen Zers said yes, compared to 32% of, it just says older than that. 56% of young people say working the week of the 4th should be seen as taboo in work culture. Overall, 35% of us think we'd be more productive the rest of the year if we knew we were getting a full week off in July. 28% claim that they'd work harder. 22% said they would be more likely to recommend their company to friends and family if we had that week off.
Sure.
If you're looking forward to your break, you're not alone. 75% said they are. Well, only 75% are looking forward to the break. And if you're getting more than Thursday off, count your blessings. Only 34% of workers will get 2 or more days off this week. 10% said they get all 5. Little breakdown on that, huh?
Not surprised with the younger generation. They always want off for everything. Super Bowl Monday, this day, that day. It just cracks me up. They're always looking to get off the whole week. Let's get the whole week. I looked at it always, even Thanksgiving week. There isn't much going on. And there aren't a lot of people working, so it is a good week to work because you just do what you got to do and, muster through it. You're not going to bust your ass. It's not like a regular week because most people do take a couple days extra. But everybody looks at it different. Even the same thing with Thanksgiving week. I think more people bag it the Thanksgiving week than this week. What do you guys think?
I mean, yeah, probably, because I think a lot of people do get, because Thanksgiving always falls on a Thursday. And so I think you do have that where people will take that Friday off. And then Wednesday, we know it's a big blowout as far as partying.
But this week, same thing with July 4th. It's Thursday. So it's the same thing for like Thanksgiving. And I think Thanksgiving, more people, they get ready for the holidays. They're starting, do their stuff, decorating, different things like that. But this is weird when you're
and that's what I'm wondering, if we get to a point where if you want to compare it to Thanksgiving, as far as the 4th of July is concerned, because the 4th of July being on the 4th, people celebrate that day. Mm-hmm. So wouldn't you also, if you're going to have if you can have an additional day off, you'd want the following day.
You would think,
yes. Just like we ended up with Thanksgiving, right? I mean, Thanksgiving used to just be Thursday. You go back to work Friday. And then, of course, a lot of people between Black Friday and then, people being sluggish with parties and everything, it feels like we eventually just got to that point where, well, it's a 2-day holiday now,
And Wednesday seems to be, for a lot of people, do like a half day. The day before Thanksgiving, a lot of places would be like, all right, we're closing earlier today.
That's what happens, right?
Yeah. I mean, they do
it evolves to that.
And I think this is the first year for our company that because I thought I remember, and I could be, I'm wrong. I always thought when it was a midweek, like we would get 2 days.
I think we have in the past.
Depends on when the 4th fell, right?
Mm-hmm. We have in the past, but it's like this year and last year we had Juneteenth off, and I think maybe because of that because we only allotted, I think, a certain amount of holidays.
I think 9 days for
there,
year,
like
something
11 federal holidays that iHeart recognizes and something like that. And plus the fact of, usually, I mean, if the 4th falls on a Friday, or on the weekend, we'll get the Monday or Friday off depending too. So, and it's been like you get like a 4 or 5 year run of that.
Yeah, I mean, and then, people look at it, again, it's a nice time you can get 4 days off. Take off Wednesday if you got off Friday, and you get 5 days off. So there's your week right there.
And last year it was on a Tuesday because we jumped 2 days with it being a leap year.
Okay.
So the previous years it was Monday and then the weekend, so it just, we've had a long stretch where we've had it in the middle of the week.
Yeah. 877-927-6969. Any regrets of something you purchased? It could be from a house to a jewelry item, maybe
Fireworks.
Fireworks.
You lost a finger, yeah.
You lost a finger.
I regret buying those.
Can you buy fireworks? You can't buy fireworks at like Publix, right? You can't, or can you? Am I mistaken?
They sell them, right?
I don't know. Do they? I know they sell like the sparklers, but not fireworks. I don't think.
I don't know.
But fireworks, you can get them like on the side of the road, all over the place.
Sky King.
Yeah.
There's stores. Phantom.
Yeah.
I think that's
I'm sure
a
the
store.
box stores probably sell them too.
Yeah.
Around this time.
Yeah. Usually you
Right?
see some stuff in like the Costco's or BJ's.
Up north, though, right? You couldn't buy them.
It's a state by state.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Fireworks are state by state.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Some will let you buy like the sparklers or firecrackers, but you can't get anything bigger than that goes boom. You know, it depends on the state.
Yeah. It's. I remember growing up, you couldn't get fireworks.
Jersey couldn't. We had to. We used to drive to Virginia to get them, but Virginia didn't have anything that goes boom.
Okay.
So then we started going to, I think it was South Carolina was the first state that we could get anything that would go boom. And then I might have.
I remember living in Georgia. We had to go to like Alabama at one point.
Right. Oh, okay. So that was your trip.
Years
Okay,
ago.
your trip would be to Alabama to get them.
I thought that, and I could be mistaken. I thought Chinatown in the city were selling them. I could be mistaken.
Illegally.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Like they sell a lot of things illegally.
Yeah,
there.
exactly. Yeah.
Louis
Knockoffs.
Hermes belts, fireworks.
When I got a little older, I started buying the illegal ones too. And those are the ones that you go to the fireworks shows for.
Yeah.
The big ones that go up in the air. Well, we found a guy.
Come down here to the basement. Yes, that's where all the good stuff is.
Exactly.
Yep. So here we go. Because you talked about you just booked a rental car for your next vacation. You're like, all these fees are absolutely insane. So somebody texted at 47142, and they said, I recently purchased 4 new tires. Total $778. Not so fast, my friend. Mountain balance, valve stems, where'd the text go? Tire disposal fee, road hazard fee, vehicle inspection fee, and taxes were an additional $213. Final bill was $991. But they're like, thanks for giving me a $780 quote. Because they quote you that, and then it's just like, yep, $991.
Yeah. And like the valve stems and the caps and the balancing and all that all used to be part of the tire cost. And now they break it all down separate. And you have to have it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you can get it without it. Like they're, you have to have it. You're stepping it up and, making it a better purchase. It's just, you have to. And
I don't like the fees either. I think it should be up front. They tell you what it is and just that. Like I said, and any time it comes up, it could be a hotel or, like you said, a car. It gets aggravating. I think valet should always be free if you stay at a hotel. But it's not. It could be some places almost $100.
Well, you guys talk about it at some of these higher end places where it's like $50 a park. I mean, that's ridiculous.
It is.
Well, it could be $100.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And that's not even valeting. Like you're parking yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And you had mentioned you were a little surprised at Ben Affleck talking about going to the office on a daily basis, stuff like that. Somebody text, let's see, I think Jimmy has it wrong, and which I think you realize with some celebrities like Ben Affleck. One example is T.I., the rapper. He is a huge land developer in the Atlanta area, so those guys do work like what you would consider, I guess, a normal job, not just actor, rapper. Let's see what we have here.
I don't think of that, though. I mean, somebody that's a musician like that, I wouldn't think that they would go to an office and do real estate like that. Like, it's not what would come to mind, but it's a very good point. Thank you very much for that text, too. You're absolutely right.
We have, I think they should give everybody Friday off. That way you have the whole weekend to recover from any firework incidents. So just be careful.
Hospital stays. Who's the football player that did it? Something Pierre Paul?
Yeah, Pierre Paul for the Giants. And then he ended up with Tampa. Yeah, but he lost half his hand. Yeah, very serious. You got to be careful.
You can buy fireworks at Publix and Walgreens, CVS. They sell them in the big packages wrapped in cellophane, just like Easter baskets.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So, according to the text.
Wow. Can't remember the last time I bought fireworks. I didn't know that you could buy. I wasn't sure you could get them at Publix. 877-927-6969. If you went to the Panthers parade, we want to hear about it. Did you go? Did you celebrate? Are you excited? Are you going to maybe buy tickets now for next season? A lot of people are into the hype, and they got on the bandwagon of the Panthers. But now You got to just kick back and enjoy it. Buy a bunch of souvenirs that you'll buy and try to remember the day and obviously what happened for them to win it all. But would it spur you into possibly buying season tickets? And a lot of times it does with fans. They end up watching it and they're like, man, I got to get tickets. I know a couple guys who just ended up going to the playoffs, not the regular season, and now they want to get tickets, obviously because the Panthers had great success and they won it all. And everybody loves to be around a winner.
And they're projected to be good again next
Yeah.
year, too. So, I mean, it's not like it's, that's the thing about a championship. It's not like the team, unless you have a situation like the Marlins where they sell off the team.
Yeah,
they win a championship and then they get rid of everybody.
I was like, what just happened?
I know, exactly.
What did you guys do?
Fire sale.
You're right.
So you do mention about fireworks and some things we already know. And I learned a couple things on here that I never thought of. And this is if you do have pets, especially dogs around the 4th of July as we get ready for Independence Day. It's time to start thinking about the safety of your pet. It's not just you that you need to worry about holding fireworks. And fireworks do freak out pets. And they say that's why more pets get lost during that 4th of July than any other day. So here are some tips so you don't have to go through that heartbreaking missing your fur baby of it going away, running away. They do say here, start playing sounds of fireworks or thunderstorms to get them used to what it sounds like, right? It helps desensitize the sound and allows your pet to be more familiar with the noise.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because if it's never heard it before, it can be like, what the hell? And it's probably going to bother them while you're doing this, but at least if you do it more so than just that one day, you're desensitizing them, they say. They say gradually, just increase the volume over time. They say this works if started, we may be a little too late, but this works if started months in advance. But something to know that maybe you can start doing, especially if your pups are afraid of loud noise. They say create a special room where the animals can hide and feel safe. The most soundproof room in the house or apartment is ideal. Put toys, other familiar things in the room. Pets do hide in small private areas when they're scared. I know mine in particular, my bulldog, Thunder, she's in the closet. So that they do. Yep. It says use calming aids, like a special shirt that hugs the pet. You've heard of those Thunder coats, or even natural supplements like CBD. If you're okay with doing that, it calms them down. Sometimes these products work and sometimes they don't. Every pet is different, but it doesn't hurt to try something new if you haven't tried anything like that. They also claim to talk to your veterinarian if you have a dog that's very anxious, like severely anxious, they say. Maybe pharmaceuticals may be needed to help your pet. So that's when you go and you consult your veterinarian. Don't go ahead and just give it Benadryl without talking to anybody.
Yeah, make sure it's not something.
Yeah, they have sort of like a sedative, for dogs that you can give. It's
like a doggy Xanax.
Prescription, pretty much, type of thing.
Yep. And then they're also saying if you decide to travel with your pet, it's important to take your pet to different places. When they travel in your car, if you only take your pet in the car when they go to the vet, they'll believe they're on their way to the vet, right? Show them that they can ride in the car and they won't be prodded or poked, right? Just take them other places. If you go to the vet and you're taking them on vacation somewhere, you're like, I'm going to the vet. It said car motion can cause sickness in some pets. I do know that because they said they're facing a variety of directions. Get them anti-anxiety car seat, which helps them sit comfortably. And it's a lot safer for your pet, too, because they're securely attached with the seat belts. And then also on here, if you're going to travel with your pet for the holiday, they say give your pet time at a rest area just as you do for yourself. Allow plenty of bathroom breaks. And stop at the beginning of the trip, especially if they love to explore. Each stop will get them excited to discover something new. Yes, it's going to prolong the trip. It may make it a little bit longer, but you got to think about their comfort too. And of course, they say they're food motivated. So lots and lots of treats if you're going to travel with them.
Sure.
Yep.
And if you're the type of family that would take your pet with you, I mean, I'm sure you've kind of got that in your mindset, right?
Yep.
You got to have a little patience. You ever take any of the critters with you?
Never to a hotel, but we've taken them to my sister's house.
Okay.
When we stay in Georgia, yeah.
Okay. How are they in the car all those hours?
They're fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
They travel pretty well.
Do you ever get out and stop at a rest stop?
Oh, of course. 100. I mean, because that's a 9-hour drive.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure exactly how long it was, but I figured at some point. Do they have for this, again, I haven't done it forever. I don't know if we ever have, but, certain areas for pets at rest stops?
Some do. They
but not all.
But
it's
so make sure you bring like poop bags and stuff.
Right. Okay.
Because not every place has them.
Okay.
Good information if you're planning a trip and bringing along your pet. It is the Penthouse. Consider us your pet. We'll be back with a trifecta and so much more. Peace.
Real Radio is the News Junkie.
A man was detained by sheriff's officials and cited after he jumped into an elephant exhibit at the Milwaukee County Zoo, they said.
Do you think the elephants looked at each other and they're like, so are we going to talk about the person in the room?
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Hey, pool season fanatics, your summer persona is calling. It's time for sun-soaked party scenes at MGM Grand, new luxury cabanas at Bellagio, and sandy beach living at Mandalay Bay. Show off your poolside, only with MGM Rewards. Visit MGMRewards.com for details.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
I-95 and the Turnpike crash-free, delay-free on the island of Palm Beach. South Ocean Boulevard down to one lane each direction due to road work between Lake Avenue and Ibis Way. That's traffic on Reno Grant.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Zero Foxtrot isn't just a brand, it's a way of life. Founded and operated by veterans, Zero Foxtrot's unique apparel and gear echoes the grit of the warrior culture. Zero Foxtrot dedicates itself to producing content, honoring the sacrifices of forgotten heroes of the past, and connecting history to the present. Embark on a journey with Zero Foxtrot today at zerofoxtrot.com. It's not merely our products, it's about the ethos that we embody. Rugged, resilient, and timeless.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hurricane season is here. Is your home ready to handle strong winds and heavy rain? Don't stress. Expert Shutter Services is here to help. The largest storm shutter manufacturers on the Treasure Coast, Expert Shutter Services offers top-notch protection with Cat 5 rated Ultra Shield hurricane screens and Nautilus rolling shutters. Call Expert Shutter Services now for a free in-home consult at 772-871-1915. That's 772-871-1915. Expert Shutter Services. We're taking the shutter industry by storm.
You're a Florida homeowner. You understand severe weather. But did you know that everyday elements like sun, rain, heat, and humidity can also wreak havoc on your home? From hurricanes to heat waves, StormSmart can protect your home 365 days a year with storm catcher screens, aluminum shutters, and impact windows and doors. They're each designed to look great, increase your living space, and provide the protection you deserve, because smart is made to last. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
In this week's Marketers Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, Head of Marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency on earth. And if you owe back taxes, the news isn't good. The IRS has raised the interest rate it charges on unpaid taxes in recent years. This hits hard if you're behind on your taxes. Most people don't know it, but the IRS adds interest charges to your tax debts daily. If you owe the IRS today, you'll owe even more tomorrow. And it doesn't stop until you get right with the IRS. The good news is getting right can start with one phone call to Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm. Optima's tax professionals specialize in the Fresh Start Initiative, a powerful IRS program that can save you thousands if you qualify. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, the experts at Optima have resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. In office, West Palm Beach.
Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owed a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000. I tried to make payments.
The IRS wasn't satisfied with Eric's efforts, so they came after him full force.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed at what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and their team of expert tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $15,000, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-968-9022. 800-968-9022. 800-968-9022.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Knox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Knox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
To find out how to get Knox 47 for free, call now. 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621. Free bottles for a limited time. Call 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621.
Mattress Firm's July 4th sale is your chance to get matched with your coolest Z's yet. Save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses with free and fast delivery. All night cooling, all summer long. Discover the difference the right bed makes. Restrictions apply.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Call. We are going to continue to see isolated pockets of showers until about midday. Then we'll see shower activity calm down. We'll see redevelopment about mid-afternoon, so 2 to 3 p.m. along the sea breeze boundary. Those showers will mostly remain inland, and not everyone is going to see them. Only about a 40% chance. Highs in the upper 80s.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Want to save up to 50% on new blinds and shades? Blindster offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters at prices way less than big box retailers. And right now, save up to 50% off any order during Blindster's July 4th sale. Hurry, sale ends July 8th. Blindster.com.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law. Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, welcome back into the Penthouse. Thank you so much for tuning in on a Monday, July 1st. Not only can you listen, you can participate. So many ways to do so. We have a text line, 47142 is that text number. You just have to start the text off with Real Radio in order for us to receive them. Of course, we have that toll-free number, 877-927-6969. You can leave us a talkback, just like leave us a little voice message we'll play on air. That's on the iHeart Radio app. Just search for Real Radio 921, hit that microphone icon, and leave us a talkback. And then, of course, we have Jimmy's email. That's Jimmy@realradio921.com. Speaking of Jimmy, hello and good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon.
Hey, I am Franny, and of course we have G-Man.
What is up, people, on a Monday? Come on, get ready for the greatest country in the country. Big party this Thursday night. Firecracker, firecracker, boom, boom, boom. Let's do a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
In Philadelphia, cheesesteaks must be flying off the racks because the Sixers signed Paul George $212 million. Wow, 4 years. Then they gave Maxey $202 million. That is a ton of money for the Sixers. They are now going to be a team that you're going to have to worry about next year with the Boston Celtics and them. Miami Heat are not supposed to be doing much in free agency, but you never know. It did start today. Also today, Wimbledon kicked in. It's on as we speak. The men's and women's tournament is going on, and within the next 2 weeks, we'll have a champion in both, and the two champions will change their lives as they will be known forever as Wimbledon champs. It's going on right now, and it is always exciting. This is the Super Bowl of tennis. Happens once a year. It's usually July 1st to about the 13th, around there. We'll see what happens, who's going to win, and it's always exciting, and it's always on ESPN. Also, the Dolphins and Tua, it doesn't look like they're getting close, and in fact, it looks like Tua might be sitting out. Camp opens up, you believe it, Jimmy? Less than 4 weeks away.
Here we go.
Yeah, July 28th. Once that train starts, choo-choo. And as Jimmy has always said, and Johnny C., fastest 4 months is September through the end of the year. So this is it. A little bit of a dry spell for sports and football, but the 28th, the Dolphins up training camp. I believe there's 12 days that it's open to the public, so you can go to their website and find out all the practices you can go to. The facility is beautiful. It changed a couple of years ago. It's brand new, and it's down at the Hard Rock Stadium. Highly recommend it if you want to go with your kids and have a good time or just kick back and enjoy it. There's so much to do. But the Dolphins will open camp in 27 days, and we'll see what happens with Tua and the Dolphins. Also, we did mention Palm Beach Autographs, our good buddy and also sponsor for years on Greek's Gridiron. July 14th, there's a signing in Wellington with Waddle and Tua. Jimmy brought up a good point. I wonder if anybody would ask him, hey, you going to sign your deal? What's going on?
Once you're done signing this, you want to sign that contract?
What's going on? That's going to be at Palm Beach Autographs. Always a great place and always a good time. You'll have a great time that Sunday. Check out Waddle and Tua. Talk about a great connection.
Jeez.
And
that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both studs to have individually. You get both of them at the same time. That's awesome.
I mean, I went a couple of years ago, and it was just unbelievable when Tariq Hill was there. And he stayed all night to sign every autograph up in Wellington, which was, and I know it was late. It was like over 4 hours. But Waddle and Tua next July 14th, next Sunday. And that is your trifecta for lunchtime. Peace.
You were talking about the Miami's practice facility. You know, I had one of those, I was today years old when I learned. Do you know that SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles does not have air conditioning?
I had no idea.
It was just, it came up on a video, and it was, a couple of fun facts about SoFi Stadium. They don't have air conditioning there. The way the roof is, that it can kind of open up, and it allows air to be, it's supposed to be like give you that open air type of feeling in a stadium. That's when they designed it. It was meant for that, and they don't have air conditioning. And it was also environmental reasons why.
They don't have air conditioning in the boxes?
And no, anywhere. No, the entire stadium does not have air conditioning.
Oh, that's got to suck.
The way, I think they said I don't remember what number it was. Maybe you can help me. Whatever Super Bowl it was there, and it was one of the hottest games on record because again, you had so many bodies in there, and it just the natural cooling effect that they try to get from it from the design of the building wasn't enough.
Wow.
Just one of them stupid little fun facts you see. It's like, really?
I guess so. I'm going to take that stadium off my list.
Yeah, really? I would guess.
I hate being hot.
Well, the only way you would be in there unless you're in a skybox, because Dolphins Stadium's not air conditioned either. Only the skyboxes in the locker rooms. When you're sitting in the stands, there's no air conditioning.
Well, yeah, of course, you're outside.
Yeah. But I'm saying, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Like, I would think even like, when they're in the locker rooms, they got to have AC. You would think.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
According to what that said, yeah. It wasn't.
Wow.
It wasn't like there's certain areas. It's just in. Yeah, the whole place, I guess, doesn't have any HVAC in it.
Come on, on, Rams.
Pretty wild.
But you said it's just that they built it that way, right?
The field itself actually sits what would be below ground level, right?
Yeah.
And then of course the way I think the ends are that they're kind of open. The what we call windows or that glassy area up there, and then but the way they also said that the roof structure is in the way the wind comes off the ocean.
Okay.
And how it sits to that, it helps keep it cool and gives it a natural cooling flow. But just still, I don't care how much wind you got coming through that place. I can't imagine it being very comfortable in there. But
I never heard that. I'm sure it was the Bengals and Rams when they played.
That's right. Yeah.
And it probably sucked for everybody because I do remember it being a hot day. Wow, that'd be brutal. And you're spending all that money for those tickets.
Yeah. Now, and again, for a Super Bowl, I mean, it's January, February now. So, obviously one of the coldest months, even for California. I mean, it gets cool there too. But it's with all those bodies, you got to imagine it's pretty cool. Maybe I have an am I a jerk scenario? Is the guy that designed that stadium a jerk? We'll get back to that. But I got another scenario here, and the story was told from a friend's point of view, so that's how I'm going to read it. I think this one is pretty much a no-brainer, but here is another am I a jerk scenario. John Doe was on his way to get his hair cut when the barber texted him and said he was running about 15 minutes late. So when John Doe got there, obviously I'm masking the name, he didn't tip him. The person writing the story said, I thought this was a total jerk move. This was crazy to me that you wouldn't tip somebody because they were 15 minutes late for an appointment like that. What do you think? Is the guy that is John Doe the guy that did not
He's
tip
the jerk.
his Barbara?
Yeah.
You never know. Traffic happens. Life happens. Of course, sometimes. But he gave you a heads up that he was going to be 15 minutes late.
Yep.
And because of that, you don't tip him? Yeah, John Doe sucks.
Yeah, big time. I think that's a big time jerk move because, I mean, you have no idea why he's running late that day. Other people could have been late for their appointments and,
That
or
too, you're
something
right.
took longer that was out of his control. I mean, how many times do we go and we have an appointment to get our hair done and we have to wait a couple extra minutes or doctor's appointments, anything like that?
Happens
those things
quite
happen all
often.
the time. I wouldn't think that 15 minutes would be such a deal breaker that you wouldn't give him a tip.
Yeah. No, that guy sucks.
And he needs a new barber, too, because the next time the guy's going to screw him, give him a bare haircut.
Yeah. It's like one person you don't want to not give a tip to because they have the clippers in their hands.
Yeah. All right. That was an easy one. I got another little scenario we can do, and this is called Date or Ditch. Ooh. And I'm going to read a quick scenario here for different people.
Okay.
Some different scenarios that were here. And the thing with this is every one of these that I read, because they're only like one or two sentences, but we all could say, well, what about this or what about that? Or there could always be a question. Just give your gut feeling on this, right? So we'll get, as an example, he likes to sleep in a nude. I'm not a prude, but by any means, I find this to be very strange. Date or ditch that person. What's your initial gut reason? That's it. You don't have to ask what ifs. And all that.
That's my daily life. That's
Right.
I sleep with pajamas on or underwear and a t-shirt, and Matt's in the nude.
Date.
Whatever.
Date. You would say date. Of course. I never knew this about her, but when she sleeps, she sucks her thumb like a little baby. It freaked me out when I first saw it for a grown adult to do this. Date or ditch? Just a quick initial reaction. I'd be fine with it.
Is she sleeping?
Yep.
I think it's a good sign. Yeah, I used to stay with her.
She never wants to spend time with my friends or family. Is this a red flag, or should I give her more time?
Man, I might have to ditch.
I think that's a ditch. Greek?
I don't care. I keep her.
He has a habit of borrowing money from me and never paying it back.
Ditch.
Should I continue dating him or ditch him? I didn't even get that one finished.
Marry him.
Greek says marry them.
Ditch.
Franny
Drop
says
him
ditch.
like a bad habit.
I say drop that.
I like borrow money additional times. Didn't you learn after the second time?
This is date or ditch. She always checks my phone without asking.
Ditch.
It's making me uncomfortable. Should I confront her or just end it?
Ditch.
Ditch.
Ditch, duh. Fill the blank.
Date or ditch. He never offers to help with chores or cooking when he's at my place. My place being the key there. Should I keep dating him or move on?
Man, that's a tough one. Like chores is weird, but I know we want to make this quick, but to me, like if he doesn't ask at all to help, like after you make him dinner, if he doesn't offer to help, that to me is a problem. But when I hear chores, it's like you want him to vacuum your house. It's your place.
Clean the windows.
Helping with chores or cooking when he's at my place.
And is he just there like nights on end?
Yeah.
Like that's when I need a little bit more details to decide before I date or ditch.
And that's the only reason, because when you get into some of these, there are a lot of them on here where you could go, yeah, but what about, you know?
Yeah, if he doesn't offer to help clean, if you make him dinner or anything like that,
bad.
pick up the place, and I think that would get old.
Okay. Franny says ditch. I say that should be okay. Date him anyway. What do you think, Freak?
Yeah, date him.
Freak. I just called you Freak instead of Freak.
That's all right. I'll take it.
She gets extremely jealous whenever I talk to any other woman, even if they're just friends. Is this a sign to break up? Ditch.
Ditch.
Yep. How about this? I got a couple more here. He
This
refuses
is funny.
to introduce me to his family or friends. Is he hiding something
Ditch.
or am I overreacting?
He could be married.
I say ditch.
Ditch. Yeah, if they don't want to introduce him to a family, it's not a good sign. It's just
Or
not
friends,
good.
yeah, ditch.
Yeah, there's something that you don't know.
Yep.
Like they're married.
She constantly compares me to her exes. Should I stay or try to work it out?
Oh,
or is it
ditch.
time to move on?
Ditch.
Constantly
Yes.
compares you to the exes. That is terrible.
Peace out.
That is a ditch before it even bitches. What do you think, Creek?
Yeah, I drop her.
Yep.
Down goes Frazier.
These are quickies, date or ditch. He never makes an effort to plan dates or do anything special for me.
Ditch.
Should I keep dating him or look for someone more thoughtful?
Ditch.
I think you're a selfish bitch.
Ditching.
What?
Right. What's everything about you?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
She doesn't like pets, and I have a dog I adore. Should I consider breaking up over this?
I'm ditching.
Yes.
I'm ditching.
That's not even a thought.
I don't know. I mean,
I know. I figure Greek would probably.
Because if you have a dog, doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah,
That's
but if
your
you guys
dog.
plan on being together and that dog is a big part of your life, then yes, you do.
And she doesn't like it.
Yes.
She
so.
doesn't like the pets.
Adios, amigo.
He smokes a lot, and I can't stand the smell. Should I try to make it work or end the relationship?
Ditch.
Ditch. That's a tough one to get over.
Yeah, that's hard.
Want to do some more?
Yeah.
Okay. She gets really drunk every time we go out, and it's starting to embarrass me. Should I keep dating her or call it quits? Gee, let me guess, Greek. Franny?
I would have to, the embarrassment part, I would have to say ditch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even though that's probably me.
Do you think you've ever embarrassed
I would dump
anybody?
myself.
I'm ditching myself.
Do you think you've ever embarrassed anybody? No.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
You
sure. I'm sure I've embarrassed Matt. I'm sure I have.
You think?
Yes.
Does he ever say anything the next day like you embarrassed me?
Yes.
That's how
I'm
he
sorry.
knows.
I was trying to help you out. Yes, yeah.
You don't have to help me out. I'm being honest. He's done it too.
Oh,
okay.
We've all had moments.
All right,
I'm
well,
right there
then
with
if-
you.
We've all had our moments.
Yeah, if he's done it, you done it, then there's no done it. It's finished.
Okay.
Here you go, Greek. She always has to be the center of attention, and it's exhausting.
Oh,
should I keep
God.
dating her or find someone more low key?
Ditch.
Ditch.
Date her. Sounds like fun. I want a spotlight.
You want to be with somebody that's the center of attention?
Come on.
My ass. He doesn't support my career aspirations and often belittles my goals.
Ditch.
Should I continue dating him or break up? And that's not even a question.
Yeah, you break up.
If somebody is belittling you over anything, get rid of them.
Yep.
She constantly posts about our relationship on social media without asking me. Should I talk to her or end it?
I can see how that can be annoying.
Well, it says.
But
though,
I would talk.
yeah, I would
Yeah,
talk.
that one's not. That's not a. Yeah, she
Yeah.
got to talk to her before
So-
you decide to ditch.
So the whole list is ditch or date type thing, but that is one where it gives you a different option, and I would say at least talk, right?
Yeah.
I'm with
Again,
talk.
if you care about the person you like them, you should respect them enough to sit down with them and say, look, this is bothering me. And if they say, well, too bad, then you say adios.
He never remembers my birthday or our anniversary. Should I keep dating him or move on?
That's bad.
It's like, yeah, like how can you not remember?
Yeah.
I mean, like forgetting somebody's name during sex is bad.
Anniversary.
But this is worse.
it's like you don't care enough to remember those big days.
Yeah.
Or names.
I might be ditching.
Names.
Yeah.
I might.
What do you think's worse? So you forgetting somebody's birthday or forget their name during sex?
I think during their name at any point. Right?
Yeah.
Right, freak. I was just the one that said your name wrong.
Hey, freak!
Hey, great job. She never wants to be intimate, and it's affecting our relationship. Should I address it or break up? Again, that's another
Address
one where
it.
it definitely address it, right?
So if you're paying the bills, you better address it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're getting a piece of ass, you got no complaint.
Well, she doesn't want to, though.
That's why
the
there's a
problem.
complaint here. Yes.
Well, then you got to tell her I'm going to have to bang somebody else.
You paying attention?
I guess not.
Freak. He doesn't want kids, and I do.
Oh, that's easy.
Should I keep dating him or break up now?
Yeah, break up now.
Break
up.
up.
You have to.
Different pages.
Even it hurts.
Mm-hmm. She always cancels plans at the last minute. Should I stay with her or find someone more reliable?
I'm out.
You're out. My time is just as valuable as yours and probably more.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just being nice.
Key word there is always.
That's bad.
Obviously, it happens a lot.
Drop her.
He never complains or he never compliments me or makes me feel appreciated. Should I keep dating him or move on?
Ditch.
For some people, like, it's just so hard for them to say certain things like, I love you or you look good today. I don't know.
But if that's important to you,
Well, if
to
it's important for you,
special.
yes, then yes, you get rid of him. But I'd be like, you know what? I love myself enough. Let's just rock and roll.
Sounds about right. Dissect that, kids. And he did say it. She spends more time on her phone than talking to me.
Dead.
Should I address this or end the relationship? I just end it.
Yeah, and smash your phone on your way out.
I wouldn't bother. What do you think, Franny?
Yeah, I guess a ditch.
Ditch?
Mm-hmm.
What, you're 50-50 on that?
No, I'm not 50-50.
Okay.
Maybe.
But I was like, could there be a talk? Be like, hey, I'm realizing that your head's more in your phone than it is.
Yeah.
My lap.
Wow. Because it does say, should I address this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How about this one? He flirts with other women in front of me. Should I trust him or break up?
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
That's wrong. You got to do it behind their back. It's not right.
Now, of course. It was Greek for the play.
Yes.
It's a show.
It's all made up.
I'm doing a show.
She refuses to get a job and expects me to pay for everything. Oh, you know what that's about, Greek. Should I keep dating her or call it quits?
Marry her.
Marry her. I'm with you on that one. Because you know what she does? She hawk to his ass.
Old habits die hard.
Here you go, Greek. Here's yours right here. She has a gambling problem that's affecting our finances. Should I keep dating her or end it?
That's bad.
Yeah.
And also
You gotta
hold
ditch
her
it.
bets. Don't let her bet anywhere else. Go, I'll take your bets from now on. That's bad.
I don't know. I'd still date her. She never says I love you back. Should I keep dating or break up?
How long have they been together?
Yeah.
So
That is one, as much as, I said you want to do it quick. That one requires more. Yeah. We'll let that one go. He doesn't get along with my family, and it's causing stress. Should I stay with him or move on? Family is tough.
Yeah.
It is.
Especially if, like,
Forever.
neither of them are really at fault. They just don't like each other type thing. Ugh.
Well, because it constantly comes up.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's always there.
Yeah.
It's always there.
Yeah. And then when you leave, like, my mother said this, my dad said
Yeah,
this.
but in my head, I'm also going, does my family see something I don't? Why don't they like this person?
Well, they just.
So I think they're constantly wondering. I think I'm out.
I say ditch.
Yeah.
He lies about small things all the time. Should I keep dating him
Ditch.
or leave?
Takes it so serious.
Ditch.
Yeah, you gotta lie. Takes it so serious. Whatever.
He constantly criticizes my appearance and makes me feel bad
Ditch.
about myself. Should I keep dating him or break up?
Wow, that shouldn't even be a question.
That shouldn't be a question. No,
No,
not at
get
all.
out.
Not at all. That's an easy one.
Yep.
She expects me to change my religion for her.
Ooh.
Should I stay with her or end it?
And that happens a lot.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. That
That's
happens
tough
a
one.
lot.
Yeah.
I say ditch.
I say ditch. That's
Unless you want to, unless you're open to it. But it doesn't sound like it.
If you don't have a religion yourself, it
and the
doesn't
fact
matter.
that there's an expectation of him, of her saying you need to change your religion for me.
I think that's the key part to it right there, Franny. I'm with you on that one. We got a couple more here. He doesn't want to move in together, even though we've been dating for years. Should I keep dating him or break up?
Man, he doesn't want to take that next step.
Yeah, dating for years and not living together.
It's tough.
Does that mean he has another person in his life? Or I don't know. Like, to me, I'd be suspicious. Like, that's the next step, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that one requires, I think, too much more.
Well, you say year when it's years. I mean, that could be 5 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
You know,
But what's going on? Where you're living? Do you live near each other now? There's too many other questions on that one. We'll finish up with this one. She always brings up my past mistakes during arguments. Should I keep dating her or leave? I say ditch. Stuff like that doesn't end.
Yeah, and it doesn't help either. You know what I mean? Like, I know somebody who says, when I'm fighting, I say things I really don't mean, but I just say them. But they're out there. When you say them, you hurt the person. Yeah, and you hurt the person.
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, well, but if we're arguing, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, no, it sort of does. Because you say some mean stuff. And then how am I, you know what I mean? You get over it. I got feelings. 877-927-69. What's the rest? I don't know. The key to life is making people feel important, even though they're not. That's so true.
The key of life. That's the key of life right there, kids.
I'm a star. I'm a queen. You believe it? Screw the world. You come in alone, you leave alone.
Some will.
That's the facts, Jack. Leave or ditch. You guys have any scenarios?
Those are the same.
Leave or ditch. Leave or ditch.
Those are the same.
Thank you, freak.
I'm not offended by that at all. I like that, actually. I know somebody used to call me freak, and I was very impressed.
That was a combination of Francis and
It
Greek.
was. That's how you got there.
There it is.
No, it is the Penthouse on a Monday. You ready for the biggest celebration for the greatest country in the country? It's going to happen before you know it. That'll be Thursday. But before then, we will entertain you the next 3 days free of charge. And we got some Florida stories. What's in the Stanley Cup?
In the Stanley Cup, we have a woman who used some COVID relief checks to pay for a BBL and other things. I'll let you know what that.
What's a BBL?
You don't know what a BBL is?
A butt lift?
There you go.
Wow.
Brazilian butt lift.
Oh.
BBL.
I'm on fire.
Something else in my house.
Can I come over later?
Speaking of a butt, some kid got his butt whipped by an older dude. I'll tell you why.
That was a great story.
Then we have a guy who attempted to sell something he stole, but attempted to sell it on social media. And the person's like, that's mine.
You
It was
can't do
stolen.
that.
Look at that.
That was mine and it was stolen. I have those stories coming your way in your What the Florida on Real Radio 92.1.
Download the app and then take us anywhere. Except maybe there.
Get it from your app store. Search for iHeartRadio. It's been 30 years in the making.
Horsepower out in front. They score! Drops it off. They score! Nico Nicola!
But it's finally here.
Stopped by Bobrovsky. Back to Rodriguez, and he scores!
Real Radio congratulates our Florida Panthers. 2024 Stanley Cup champions. Here's traffic on Real Radio.
I-95 and the Turnpike, crash-free and delay-free. Ongoing road work in Lake Worth, reducing lanes along Hypoluxo between Lyons Road and Smith Farm Boulevard. That's traffic. I'm Rito Grant.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's July 4th sale is your chance to get matched with your coolest Z's yet. Save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses with free and fast delivery. All night cooling, all summer long. Discover the difference the right bed makes. Restrictions apply.
Hey, it's the Greek from Narosa Palm Beach, where you can party with the beautiful ladies 7 days a week to 5 a.m. And Friday night is Fetish Fridays, live fetish shows every hour. It's Narosa Palm Beach 7 days a week with a 5-star menu and beautiful ladies. And if you want to watch a sporting event, it's always on at Monroe's of Palm Beach. You're a winner even if the team loses because you got the beautiful ladies of Monroe's of Palm Beach. Open at 5 a.m. 7 days a week. It's Monroe's, baby. Peace.
Tired of routine Walgreens trips? Get rewarded for shopping with Drop. With Drop, you can earn free gift cards on groceries, gas, and more. Download Drop now and use code DROP55 to get $5 in points. Join Drop today.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now. $30 billion was set aside for meso victims, and in most cases, your claim is settled out of court without a jury trial. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Duffy's Sports Grill is your headquarters for all the summer soccer action. Enjoy ice-cold 2-for-1 drinks, 7 new exciting menu items, including sandwiches, sliders, and tacos. Don't forget about Duffy's fan favorites, including half-pound certified Angus beef burgers, fall-off-the-bone baby back ribs, fresh salads, and delicious pastas. With over 80 TVs at every location, you'll never miss a goal! Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more.
At Duffy's, our game is always on.
2 guys, 5 rings. Yes. One essential podcast for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers host a new podcast that's all about the athletes.
You gotta get your head in the game. As Zac Efron once said.
And the culture.
Not French.
Well.
I have no association with the nation of France. But you did live in Montreal.
Of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Listen to 2 Guys, 5 Rings on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app. Search 2 Guys, 5 Rings and start listening.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Knox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Knox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
To find out how to get Knox 47 for free, call now. 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621. Free bottles for limited time. Call 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Knox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Knox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
To find out how to get Knox 47 for free, call now. 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621. Free bottles for limited time. Call 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621.
Real Radio weather.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Carr. We are going to continue to see isolated pockets of showers until about midday. Then we'll see shower activity calm down. We'll see redevelopment about mid-afternoon, so 2 to 3 p.m. along the sea breeze boundary. Those showers will mostly remain inland, and not everyone is going to see them. Only about a 40% chance. Highs in the upper 80s.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Want to save up to 50% on new blinds and shades? Blindster offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters at prices way less than big box retailers. And right now, save up to 50% off any order during Blindster's July 4th sale. Hurry, sale ends July 8th. Blindster.com.
From the Anajar Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Welcome back into the Penthouse. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, being part of the gang. As so many of you have, whether it's that text line, talk back, or even the phone calls. We appreciate you not only listening, but being a part of the PH. Speaking of part of the PH, I am one part of it. This is Franny. Of course, we have Jimmy.
Hello and good afternoon.
And we have Greek out there somewhere in Greekland. But let's get into some Florida stories. How about that?
Right?
Florida.
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 Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Yes, a wannabe carjacker gets his quote-unquote punk butt beaten by a 66-year-old truck owner. Mess around and find out is what they say, and that's exactly what a Mr. Tough Guy Florida thief he did. He messed around and he found out. He got his butt whipped by a 66-year-old man whose truck he tried to break into. The truck owner called 911 after 29-year-old Blake Robinson attempted to break into his truck. This is outside of his Brevard County home. The older guy went outside, confronted Robertson, and they said punched him in the head. Oh, I got to sneeze.
God bless you.
Oh, okay.
Don't bleach you.
What?
God bless you.
Double bleach you.
What did you just say?
I was going to say, don't God bless you.
Okay.
You weren't going to sneeze.
Oh, goodness.
And then Jimmy said, what was it? Double bleach it?
I don't know what. That's what it sounded like he said. But yeah, so he attempted to break into his truck. The dude comes out. He goes outside. He confronts Robinson, who punched him in the head before throwing him onto the ground, kicking him in the head. This is according to Brevard County Sheriff's Office. This is what they said on their social media. They said, but the victim, because this is Robinson doing to the old guy, but they said the victim quickly sprang into action, was like, oh yeah, you got to kick me in the head. He ends up forcing the young kid Robinson to the ground, where cops ultimately found him. He was able to hold homie down until cops came. They said he arrived on the scene and they were able to detain him. They said he was seemingly having a tough time getting up off the ground after getting his butt whipped by a 66-year-old man, according to Sheriff Wayne Ivey. That's what he wrote on Facebook.
Probably his ego's hurt, too.
Robinson was taken to the hospital for treatment before being released. The victim only required brief medical treatment, was not seriously injured. But now Robinson is facing felony battery of a person over the age of 65 and attempted burglary of a conveyance, hanging out in the Brevard County Jail. Then next up in your What the Florida? Yeah, man, we're still hearing this. COVID relief checks. How often do we feel like it's been like so far away, so far out? But so this happened. It's a Philly woman who was allegedly was using $184,000 in COVID relief checks to pay for certain things, but she's facing felony charges in Florida after investigators say that she stole this relief check, went on a spending spree before getting caught, and that's what they happen. They just start buying stupid stuff. Almost $185,000. A check was issued. They say by the Broward County Board of County Commissioners. This is according to them, and was later mailed to Weston City Hall. The money was allocated through Federal CARES Act, but authorities say the check never made it there. They're like, where the heck did this big old check go? The money was deposited, though, into a Bank of America account in Sandy Springs, Georgia, but it was under the name of City of Weston. They say the account opened up March 12th, back of 2021. Now this girl is finally getting busted. So days before the funds were deposited, they were accusing of filing fraudulent certificate of organization with the state of Georgia, City of Weston. They found that out. They also claim, and this, the woman's name, the last name is Stibbins, I believe. So they ended up finding the address on the account was the legal address of the Weston City Hall in Florida. Documents say that Stibbins was listed as a registered agent and organizer, but had addresses in Atlanta, Philadelphia, Florida, and she also had registered driver's license there too. But investigators caught on to her scheme. She's been accused of spending hundreds of thousands of dollars using cashier checks, cash withdrawals, Zelle debits, and a MasterCard tied to the fraudulent account. They even claim here that with all the things she had, plane trips, hotel rooms, luxury shopping sprees, all kinds of stuff, she sent thousands of dollars to several other people who were listed in the arrest warrant, and then spent herself a good chunk of it to get herself a Brazilian butt lift. Yes, she went to the Miramar Plastic Surgery Center, I wonder how her butt looks, in Broward Center using the stolen funds. and now has got herself a nice ass that she's got to sit in jail. So,
She got that going for her.
It might help her.
Can you repo that thing?
Yeah, so now facing several charges, including organized fraud, money laundering, and first-degree grand theft. Then next up in your
They can't make her give the ass back.
How do you?
Can't repo that?
Can't. I don't think you can. Maybe if they're implants, and you're like, all right, take them out and give them back, but not with
You're gonna lose your ass.
not with the BBLs. I think Brazilian butt lifts are when they take your own fat and they put it in.
Yeah,
I believe. So, yeah. And then next up in your What the Florida, we have a person who stole a golf cart. This young dude, Indian River County. His name's Zach Mueller. So he steals a golf cart and then decides that he is going to post said stolen golf cart on social media and try to sell it, like on like a Jupiter Marketplace or Locals or Indian River. He was like, hey, why
gotta
not?
get rid of this.
Yeah. So somebody was like, hey, that's my golf cart that got stolen, and now it's on social media. So of course they called authorities, and authorities were ready for him. So they did. They met with Mueller pretending to be a buyer for the golf cart, and they were not. They were actual detectives, and he got busted. But when he started to catch on, Mueller, because this guy's already wanted for crimes in 3 other counties. So when they went to pose at a golf cart, they said that Mueller kind of was like, smells like a cop. They said he realized the presence of detectives
It was the cop car.
at the meeting, and that's when he tried to escape on the golf cart, which did not go as fast as the actual vehicles that detectives drive. So they were able to catch up to him, and he was captured by the K-9 unit. And then finally here, it looks like a receipt took down some people. A Winn-Dixie receipt took down a bunch of dumpers, and I mean dumpers, they were dumping trash. So I don't know if this is the same story, because when we were looking at it, they actually had, like, they saw these guys. Remember there was a story about how people were dumping trash in like in a state park or nature preserve. Well, this is Volusia County, and they ended up arresting 3 men dumping 860 pounds of trash. Same thing near like a nature preserve. And they were saying that each of these 3 guys are facing charges of littering over 500 pounds. So they were called about this load of trash that they went in there. And what I didn't see, if this was it, that what they found that busted them was a Winn-Dixie receipt and all that trash.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Well, great police work.
So the Winn-Dixie had the transaction on it. They were able to use that transaction to identify the suspects as well as their vehicle. Investigators said they were able to get a confession during questioning. One receipt.
Okay.
One receipt.
Amazing.
Turned them in out of all that trash, almost 900 pounds of trash.
The one thing.
Yep.
What a kick in the pants.
Uh-huh. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. Jim, we have somebody on hold?
We do. We have Toot checking in with us. Hey, Toot, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, man, you know what really gets my eyes red besides God's greatest gift? I was in a well-established sub shop just now, and this lady, she ordered steak and cheese salad, whatever. Well, she ends up eating all the good stuff off of the top of the salad, and then goes back inside and complains and wants all her money back.
So she ate the steak and the cheese and left the lettuce and tomatoes and was like, I want my money back. I don't like this.
Yep.
Yeah, people suck.
Couple stories like that.
But see, the thing was is that she totally cut me off. You know, and she walked right in front of me.
Oh, that sucks.
And I'm like, really? You know, I was like the goal, but I just bit my lip. The guy's like, all right, you know, blah, blah, blah. Gave her money back, and he's like, thank you, don't come back.
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
Yeah, don't come back again.
Yeah, but I was like, I can't believe it. She ate all the good stuff off the top. Well, actually, the way she looked, she should have eaten the good stuff off the bottom. But I was like, man, I said, I'm trying to get my lunch, too.
There's all kinds out there, too. You know that.
There are.
Yeah.
And
Don't let her get you.
she probably gets a lot of free lunches by the way she acts.
Yeah. Screw her.
Yeah.
You should tell her you're a superhero.
Yeah, I should have been the superhero and said, just ordered a salad next time. Just a regular salad. I don't know. I just tuned into you guys. Did you guys talk about that 19-year-old kid in Pompano with the scratch off?
Yeah. Jimmy brought him up.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh goodness. That's a good hit.
Oh yeah, it's a great hit. Are you kidding me? God bless him.
That's a good hit on his ass. Yeah.
I wish I knew him.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to call and vent, and I figured, why not my best friend?
Hey, we're always here to listen to your venting or anything else, Kip.
What?
Whatever.
Whatever.
Jesus.
I'm just glad you called.
You can call me anything you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
You got it. Love you, too.
All right, guys. You guys have a great afternoon.
Stay out of trouble. 877-927-6969. We did have on the docket today a couple different things that you guys can get involved with. Did anybody go to the Panther game that's in our audience? We'd love to hear about it. Panther Parade. Let us know. How was it? And was it as exciting as it looked in pictures?
Speaking of exciting, I've been bragging about the Space Explorers, the Infinite at the Kravis Center, how I went, and it was one of the coolest things that I've done in a long time. Did you see it was all over the news that Billy Joel took his 8-year-old daughter there?
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
No.
He took her over the weekend. He took her, and it made, I saw it on the Post and a couple other people, even on one of our show prep sites, Topic Pulse, they even had a little article on there how he took his 8-year-old for just a nice day out, including they spent their day. Her name is Della Rose, and he took her to the immersive virtual reality experience, Space Explorers, at the Kravis Center in West Palm, and they said they had a great time. So I was like, that's such a cool, right? It's not only is it incredible, but then you have Billy Joel go there. Like,
Imagine you're
it's
like
incredible.
Sitting next to him. Like, Billy!
Well, you got like a VR set on too. So that'd be like, once you, like imagine taking off your VR set and be like, is that Billy Joel?
Well, that's when it would kick. And now, because we're going to go up, we're going to go to it here in a couple weeks.
Okay, good.
And they were so nice to set us up. And so now I'll go there. I'll go, is this the ones that Billy Joel used? Are these the ones that Billy Joel used?
Is this his VR set?
Are these the ones? These must be the ones, right?
But
Are you the piano man?
They even sat for a video at the end of the experience and raved about how much fun it was. So.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, local guy now. He moved to Boca, I think it was, whatever it was, 6 months ago. Him and Stallone. So you got two big superstars right in our area. So you could see him at any time.
Well, Stallone was in Tulsa.
I think for the Tulsa Kings, but he lives supposedly down here. He could be. You never know. I think that show now is coming to regular TV. Tulsa Kings. I think it's going to be on.
Is the first season? They're going to put it on to a major network?
I think I read that it's going to be on.
Season 2, I think, is coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
I think.
I think they're doing season 1 on a regular network. That's what I've been seeing commercials for.
Yeah, I think CBS.
Yeah, because that's what they do. Here's season 1. You can watch it for free. Now, if you want season 2, come by. It's great. It's a great marketing plan.
Did you ever see it, Jim? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
That's right. You mentioned it a couple times.
It was good. You'd like it.
Yeah.
I think you'd like it.
It was on Paramount, I believe.
That's a Paramount Plus. I do believe you're right. Yeah.
Yep. Billy Joel, that's pretty cool that he was over here. And like I said, if you bump into him, you got to be like, oh, my God. And Billy Joel is supposedly very cool. Used to go to Prime Italian all the time with my good friend Buddha. And when he lived in Miami, he said he was always a great guy and very nice and always a lot of, just very down to earth, which is always nice to hear. Jimmy, I know you had a scenario about is this littering if you took a drink and actually poured it out?
So a woman got upset because when she pulled into a parking spot at a mall, she opened up her door, stepped out, and stepped right into somebody else's rotten milkshake that they had just tossed out of their car, right? So it prompted a question of, is it littering if you throw out like a drink or something like that right onto the ground there? I'm not talking about the cup, because that's obviously littering, right? If you throw the bottle, the cup, something like that. But the drink itself, if it's soda, you got half a soda, it's all warm from being in a car, and you throw that out on the ground, is that considered littering? And in this particular case, this was something where it actually ruined her shoes. From what according to her anyway. So is that something that you would consider to be littering? This was a milkshake, so that's not something that just
Yeah.
kind of stays there like that. Where if it's, like a bottle of water, that's not a big deal, right? Maybe even a soda. Is
beer.
soda?
Well, technically, is it literally?
If you're throwing out beer. That may be an issue.
I was going to say.
There's another issue
Some people
involved
have
there.
done that.
Yeah, they don't want to finish it. Could you get a ticket for that, though? If a cop
That's
saw
the
it?
question. Is it littering?
I guess technically it is.
I would think
and that's weird, like because I would never dump a milkshake in the middle of a parking lot, but I have dumped a water, or maybe even like if it's a little bit left over of. I don't even drink soda that much. I guess probably more water than anything. I have taken it and I have dumped it out of my car.
Yeah. Soda, iced tea, something like that. Some sort of drink that you have, but wouldn't leave a major residue, right? And you would think
like a smoothie or a milkshake, that's to me a bit more douchier to do that.
Yeah, isn't it?
than it is to dump water.
Yeah, but I guess if one is wrong, all of them should be wrong, technically, right?
I mean, you would think.
How do you distinguish? Like, what law has that? Where it's, specifically a milkshake or an ice cream or something like that.
I have, I don't know if you ever seen cops pull, give somebody a summons and say, hey, you just dropped out. I mean, a water, I'm sure you'd be pissed. Like if you dropped your water outside the car.
And they get you for littering on that, yeah.
But I guess technically it is. Yeah. I mean, anything that you're, putting out there is. I mean, a milkshake, yes, because it's a mess. Like you said, the lady stepping in it, this and that, or whatever it is.
Now, we have it in our mind, right? If it's like just a little bit of half a soda, right? Can of soda, you dump that out. You get a rain, it washes it down, right?
Yeah.
But same thing with a milkshake. It'll eventually wash off.
Oh, yeah. I just think for a milkshake, obviously, he's just stepping in it. You're like, you got to be kidding me. But, yeah.
Is that littering? Well, I don't know. It's a good question. I would lean to the fact that, it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be because, again, if it's one.
You're disposing of garbage.
That's right. If it's a ticket for a milkshake, it's got to be a ticket for water. You can't be like, whatever.
Technically.
I never thought of it.
But water doesn't show any really evidence. Be like, how do you know?
Yeah, exactly. Could have been the rain.
That little puddle was there earlier.
Dries up, there it's gone. Or, if it's rain.
Yeah, you don't know. But yeah, I don't know if you ever got a ticket for that. The cop, like, man, there's got to be a cop to really ball break you and be at the perfect spot, like where he sees you pouring something out. And he's like, that's it. You're getting a ticket for littering. Anything you throw out of your car is considered literally.
Yeah,
I mean, that literal. So I would have to say you get the ticket. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. On the table, a couple different things today. Panthers, we talked about that. Remorse of something you bought. Could it be a piece of jewelry, a home, a car, a vacation? Say you went on a vacation and you know what, it didn't work out. Or like Jimmy said earlier, you might have spent too much. You might have had in your mind like, hey, I'm going to do this. And when I come home, I want to spend X. But when you got there, you spend a lot more money. That could be regret. Let us know of any of that stuff.
Regrets. I've had a few.
Too many. Too many. Too many. Way too many. I'd be happy with one ring back out of the 4. It is the Penthouse on a...
The story used to be 9.
I live with 9 girls. I wasn't engaged in 9. I have some morals. I'm not that easy.
Where are they?
I'm looking for them. As we speak, I'm looking for them. It is the Penthouse on a Monday. Remember, it's the greatest country in the country. And we'll be back with a trifecta and so much more. Yeah, you won. Bye.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
A man was detained by sheriff's officials and cited after he jumped into an elephant exhibit at the Milwaukee County Zoo, they said.
Do you think the elephants looked at each other and they're like, so are we going to talk about the person in the room?
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Hey, pool season fanatics, your summer persona is calling. It's time for sun-soaked party scenes at MGM Grand, new luxury cabanas at Bellagio, and sandy beach living at Mandalay Bay. Show off your poolside, only with MGM Rewards. Visit MGMRewards.com for details.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
I-95 and the Turnpike, crash-free and delay-free. Ongoing roadwork in Lake Worth, reducing lanes along Hypoluxo between Lyons Road and Smith Farm Boulevard. That's traffic. I'm Rito Grant.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back. Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
Has a loved one left you a classic car to sell? Introducing GMTVCC.com. Give me the Ben's new classic and collector car buying service. Whether it's a 1988 Fox Body Mustang or your granddad's 1985 square body Chevy truck, GMTVCC.com has got you covered. Their experienced pro buyers will appraise and offer real money for your classic or collector car, and you get paid now. No consignments, no auctions, just quick and easy cash. And they love resto mods. That's only at GMTVCC.com. Give me the Ben's new division for classic and collector cars.
Duffy's Sports Grill is your headquarters for all the summer soccer action. Enjoy ice-cold 2-for-1 drinks, 7 new exciting menu items, including sandwiches, sliders, and tacos. Don't forget about Duffy's fan favorites, including half-pound certified Angus beef burgers, fall-off-the-bone baby back ribs, fresh salads, and delicious pastas. With over 80 TVs at every location, you'll never miss a goal! Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more.
At Duffy's, our game is always on.
Ever wolfed down a Big Mac and thought, I need some extra cash? Mm-hmm. Then download the Drop app. Get rewarded for dining out and more. Use code DROP22 for $5 in points. Download Drop now.
Yikes! It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
If you or someone you know suffered any injuries involving a deployed airbag, you could be entitled to compensation. Morgan & Morgan has already recovered millions. Get America's largest injury law firm fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Dial up your health like the 90s with $90 marijuana cards during MMJ Health's Meltdown Madness. Like Dad's trusty dial-up, our service is reliable and gets the job done. No buffering, just blazing fast wellness. Call 561-269-4137. Again, call 561-269-4137.
High five. Up top. Heck yeah.
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep, Dave's feeling it. But it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings. Powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
Woo! Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
News Junkie is sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
Are you the parent of a 2 to 7-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting free radio offer. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse, the Parents' Choice Award-winning online learning program that's actually changing the lives of early learners everywhere.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
Right now, we're offering a special radio promo to try it free for a month. But you have to go to abcmouse.com/radio to claim your free month. That's abcmouse.com/radio.
Sponsored by Age of Learning.
July 4th doorbusters are happening now at Lowe's. For a limited time only, save $70 on a Charbroil 4-burner Performance Series gas grill. Was $249, now $179. And get 50% off Harbor Breeze 48-foot LED outdoor string lights to brighten up your patio for summer. Shop these deals before they're gone, because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Offers valid through 7/1. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Hey guys, do you want male performance in the bedroom and do you want it now? Get it in 47 seconds or less. For the first time, you can have instant male enhancement. Introducing Knox 47, the topical male enhancement that works in 47 seconds or less. Satisfaction guaranteed. Finally, after years of scientific research, our proprietary formula will allow you to perform in the bedroom like never before. Just imagine that little blue pill on steroids. No reason to settle and wait when you can get instant performance now. Forget about pills and potions that make you wait hours or up to 30 days to work. That's yesterday's news. Knox 47 is brand new. The hottest thing for men. And you don't need a prescription. Call now and get your free supply for a limited time.
To find out how to get Knox 47 for free, call now. 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621. Free bottles for a limited time. Call 800-617-1621. That's 800-617-1621.
Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Carr. We are going to continue to see isolated pockets of showers until about midday. Then we'll see shower activity calm down. We'll see redevelopment about mid-afternoon, so 2 to 3 p.m. along the east boundary. Those showers will mostly remain inland, and not everyone is going to see them. Only about a 40% chance. Highs in the upper 80s.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. July 4th doorbusters are here at Lowe's. Right now, save $70 on a Charbroil 4-burner Performance Series gas grill. Was $249, now $179. Hurry, this deal won't last long because Lowe's knows savings. Offer valid through 7/1. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Drake's Trifecta is sponsored by the physicians at MMJ Health.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Monday. Thanks for always tuning in to Real Radio. We do appreciate you guys tuning in and listening to myself, Jimmy, and Francis every day. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey, hey.
And it's time for the last trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, free agency starting the NBA, and we talked a little bit about George and Maxey with Philadelphia. Well, the Miami Heat did something that's not a big surprise. They signed Kevin Love for 2 years. He's going to stay with the Heat for about $8 million in change. So Love is staying with the Heat. He's a reserve off the bench. Sometimes he starts. He's not bad, but he's at the end of his career. I don't know if the Heat are going to do much in this free agency. We will have to wait and see. But Kevin Love is decided to stay with the Miami Heat. And the Panthers had their championship parade. Yes, they did. Yes, they down A1A in Fort Lauderdale. First time ever they won a championship. And you guys were out there celebrating with the Panthers and enjoying yourself and having a good time. So hats off to the Panthers. Thanks for giving us a championship. Now every franchise in Florida has a championship down here. The Panthers have one. The Marlins have one. The Dolphins have one. So hats off to all of them. Congratulations to the Panthers and everything that they did. Great job, guys, and a great season. And they are the favorites in Vegas at 9-1. They are the favorites next year to win the Cup again. Can they go back-to-back? I don't know. That's going to be tough, but we'll see what happens. Miami Dolphins, guess what? They open up camp on July 28th. And don't forget, when the season starts, you can hear them on 101.7. But we're 27 days away from camp as the Dolphins open up, and there are going to be many sessions, I believe between 10 and 12, that are open to the public. Go to their website for information. But will Tua be there? We're going to find out. Right now, there is speculation he may sit out. But I know he's going to be July 14th. He's going to be at the Palm Beach Autographs in Wellington with Waddle signing autographs or anything else you have. Go to Palm Beach Autographs to get tickets today. And that is your Greeks trifecta on a Monday afternoon. Peace. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142 or Jimmy at realradio921.com.
You were talking about the Panthers there a little bit. Speaking of which, what do hockey players and magicians have in common?
I don't know. What do they?
They both do hat tricks.
Oh, nice. I didn't see that.
What's a hockey player's favorite part of his birthday?
What is it?
The icing on the cake.
Wow, these are pretty good.
And one more. What do a bad hockey team and the Titanic have in common?
Oh, they both
look good after they hit the ice.
Oh, wow. That's not bad. They weren't bad. They weren't bad.
That was terrible.
I don't think that was bad.
I appreciate it. I can appreciate it. So we've been talking about like deal breakers and also how people dump people over political issues. Now, have you gone as far as wanting to sue one of your exes over something quite silly, like this woman who tried to sue her boyfriend, or shall I call him ex-boyfriend, for not driving her to the airport? Yes, you heard me right. According to legal documents, they say this this is in New Zealand, mind you.
Okay.
But they deal with small claims up to just under it's just a little over $18,000 is what their small claims are. In New Zealand dollars, whatever it is, it's $30,000. But the woman had asked her boyfriend of 6.5 years, mind you, to drive her to the airport ahead of a concert she was going to attend with some friends. The man had also agreed to stay at her place while she was gone and look after her dogs, but ultimately failed to do all the things that they verbally agreed to do, which caused her to miss her plane. And she obviously incurred some unplanned financial costs because of it, such as taking a shuttle to the airport and paying a dog kennel to keep her pets. So she ended up filing a complaint with...
Yeah. This is great.
Why
not? Sue everybody.
So hoping to be reimbursed by her now former partner. On the morning of her flight, the woman's boyfriend was supposed to pick her up 10:15, but he never showed up and didn't answer his phone. So no call, no show, no nothing. Like she thought he was, So she missed her flight, but managed to salvage her trip after her vacation decided to now hold this former boyfriend accountable. And they said that it's called disputes, and this is what they do in New Zealand. It's like a quicker, cheaper, and less formal kind of court that they have to offer there. So the woman said her ex-boyfriend had breached a verbal contract with her, but the court looked into whether the two parties had actually entered a contract that needed to be honored. In the end, they dismissed her claims, ruling that her then-boyfriend was under no legal obligation to keep his promises.
Wow.
Yes. Said partners, friends, colleagues make social agreements, but it is unlikely they can be legally enforced unless the parties perform. You're like, thank God. Perform some act that demonstrates an intention that will be bound by their promises. So they say when friends fail to keep their promises, the other person may suffer a financial consequence, but it may be that and it also may be that they cannot be compensated for that loss. So that's what it is. There's nothing illegal this guy did here that would have to make him, pay for all these costs she said that she lost out on because of this. Yes, does that guy suck? Absolutely. But not going after him financially. I love the first thought to be like, yes, I'm going to court and I'm going to waste my time. So he has to pay me back for my financial losses.
Sounds like something right out of Judge Judy.
It does. You're right.
That
it
type
does.
Of,
all those
small
claims.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, this one said that they were going to do this or that. And the thing about it is it comes right down to a simple he said, she said.
Yeah.
Really?
Basically.
I mean, he could just turn around and say, I never promised that.
Mm-hmm.
So now what?
Yeah. Obviously, he wanted out of the relationship, too, because of the fact that he didn't pick you up and he didn't call, he didn't do anything. He's over it, whatever it is.
He's done. 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. That's a long time, too, because of that. And that's why I'm guessing there was probably more to this story to end the relationship.
Yeah. I mean, just not at airport. I mean, you can get a ride by somebody else, but to say, hey, I'm out and I'm going to sue you, ooh, that's pretty bad. It shouldn't get to that, people. It shouldn't get to that. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142, or you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com.
He was too busy with
your sister's ass,
so he couldn't pick her up. Couldn't take her to the airport.
Well, he had a lot going on. I mean, obviously, he's like, I can't do it.
Probably home sleeping.
I'm sure he was shocked when he got sued. He was like, "What the hell am I doing? I'm getting sued for what?" That is just, to me. So July 4th is Thursday, and one thing that is tradition all the time is the hot dog eating contest. I've heard more people in the last 2 weeks say to me, Joey Chestnut's not in it. Did you know that? I mean, I've never heard it so much. I've heard about it every year, but I hear more this year that he's not going to be in it. Probably did very good for his brand. He's in a lot of eating competitions, but he's not going to be in the one this year on 4th of July. That's at Nathan's Hot Dogs. I think people will still watch it, but I don't know if it's going to be to the magnitude, because I think you watched it every year to see if he was ever going to get knocked off or beat. You think as many people will watch it or not as many?
Well, that or if he beats his own record, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost gotten to that point where he, even though I think last year he was pretty significantly under his record, but I mean, obviously it was still way up there. It was like 68 hot dogs. No, I don't. I've already mentioned it. I've given my opinion on that. I don't think nearly as many people are going to watch this year.
Yeah, probably not. Like I said, everybody I talk to keeps saying the same thing. He's not, Joey Chestnut's out. Joey Chestnut. I'm like, wow. I said, his name's getting all over the place just because he's not going to be there. Sometimes when you miss an event, you know what? And it helps you out more. You might not realize it, but it's probably going to help him out. And I think he's doing something in September.
He's going to be part of, I mentioned it last week, another hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, him and Kobayashi.
Well, no, but that's a Labor Day one, but he's going to be doing a 4th of July one, too, just kind of like an offshoot. I think, wasn't it for either police department or fire department? I have to look, but he got invited to one, and he was just like, all right, let's do this. So I don't know, it's not big enough where it's going to be televised like Nathan's, but I do have to look it up, because, in fact, he is going to be doing a hot dog eating contest on the 4th. It's just not Nathan's.
Well, Joey, you're out there. I know you're still going to do good. There's no doubt about it. I think it's going to enhance him and help him for what he wants to get out there and accomplish. I've heard more people say that to me, like I said, than that he's not going to be there.
It's actually going to be with soldiers.
Oh, okay.
At Fort Bliss.
All right, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. That is awesome. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. If you guys want to get involved with the program, talk about the Panthers if you want, their championship. And is it for a lot of guys? Sometimes it is a little bit of a letdown now that it's over. Football always is a letdown for guys when it ends. They say the next couple of days the guys get a little bit depressed. Are you a little depressed now? Are you down because the Panthers' run is over? Let us know. Again, before you know it, hockey's back in it. September's in. They're in their training camp, and that is right around the corner. But I think it was a great season. Going in, people didn't think they were going to win. They made the Stanley Cup last year, which was great for them. But they weren't one of the odds-on favorites this year. But they turned around, made a couple trades at the end, and got to where they were. So hats off to the Panthers. And they had that one losing streak during the season where they lost, I think 7 or 8 games, or 7 out of 10, something like that. But and then they bounced back and did what they had to do in the playoffs. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142, or you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. We also had a segment today, should you stay with somebody or get rid of them? If you have any of those scenarios that you want to bring up and call us, let us know. We'll make a quick decision for you, and we'll move on from there. Something that could be as easy as we talked about it, not introducing you to your parents. Somebody says, I would stay. Somebody says, I would leave. And if somebody doesn't want to introduce you to your parents, what is the length of time where you say, hey, it's serious enough, I should meet them? And sometimes, you know what? You just take a knee on it and just let it happen naturally. And if they want you to meet them, they will. You can't force anything. Because then if you force stuff, then people are going to be like, you know what? You forced me to do it. Call us, text us, or you can email Jimmy.
Speaking of being forced to do something, you can start thinking about these scenarios. With over 4,000 responses and still growing because this is a Reddit thread, people were talking about some weird rules or different things that when they would go over to like a friend's house, right? Weird rules people had to follow when you went to a friend's house as kids. And some of these are quite odd, and I'm sure you may remember things as a kiddo when you went to your best friend's house and they had different rules than you. Somebody on here had a friend whose dad was obsessed with the vacuum lines in the house and would vacuum multiple times a day.
Wow.
But you weren't allowed to walk on them because it would mess them up. So we had to tiptoe around the edges of the room if we wanted to go anywhere in the house.
Oh, my God.
That's an obsession.
Right?
Yeah.
Because he wanted those lines to keep them there. Yep. Somebody said, I stayed at a friend's house one night and the family communicated exclusively through whispering.
Oh, my God.
not just hushed voices, but full on hand to ear. They said it was a serious mind F.
Oh, I'm
like
sure.
hand to ear, like that's how they would communicate. That is so odd.
Oh, that is odd.
Yes.
Hey, pass the potatoes.
This one I get. My family we had certain time where we had to be at the dinner table, but this said your butt must be in the dinner chair at 6 p.m. sharp, even if dinner wasn't quite ready. No speaking at the dinner table, which was weird, unless asked a question by an adult, so you were only allowed to speak if you were spoken to. No leaving the table before the father dismisses you. And then they said, and you could hear the capital F in father dismisses you. Coming from a family where dinner was a joyful affair where everybody talked about their day, I was shocked about how quiet it was and how strict they were with it. Mine was only we had to be at the dinner table, but other than that, it was a great time sitting all together as a family. We have somebody here, and if you have anything, let us know. I had a friend in elementary school who had a controlling father who also worked some wacky hours. Like he had to be at work at 3 a.m. sometimes. They said God bless him for providing for his family, but he forced everyone to adhere to his schedule. So if he needed to go to bed at 4 p.m., dinner would be at 2:30.
Really?
I see.
Yeah, they said the landline was taken off the hook at 3 p.m. and everyone was expected to complete their evening baths, to like brush their teeth, everything, and go to bed by 4 p.m. No TV, no nothing.
Wow. Okay.
I am not staying the night at that house.
I was going to say, I wouldn't be at that guy's house.
Let's see. This one, no one was allowed to swim in the swimming pool because it was only for decoration.
Oh, wow.
They said other than that, they were pretty normal parents. Can't swim in our swimming pool. It's for decoration. Yes. This one's funny. This is a quote, says, nobody feels up my wife. They had a plaster.
What?
They had like a plaster cast of the woman's stomach and large breasts from her pregnancy on display in the living room.
Wow.
And the dad would be like, nobody feels up my wife.
Wow.
But it was because of that big plaster thing.
That's weird.
It is weird.
They said at a friend's house, I was asked to pay for dinner. I thought it was a joke. Yeah. They said I thought it was a joke, but they legitimately asked me to bring money the next time if I expected to eat.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
You don't go back there either, right? You just don't.
No.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. You got to pay for your own dinner. They give you an invoice. There you go. Hey, thanks for having me.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Start a hot dog cart in front of their house.
Right?
Get your hot dogs.
This one, they said children can only drink warm Kool-Aid or water.
Warm.
You couldn't put it in the fridge and you couldn't use ice cubes. It all had to be at room temperature.
Wow.
If you have any weird things you remember as a kiddo going to somebody's house and just being like, what? Yeah. No ice cubes, no nothing. It all had to be room temperature or warm, they said.
I don't even see the benefit of any sort.
I don't know.
There are some things. I mean, I remember my one buddy's friend, my one buddy's dad, like he had a strict rule. Like you sat down, I think whatever it was, 5:30, and you didn't get up till everybody was finished. And sometimes you'd be there like 30, 35 minutes.
I think that was fairly common in the day. I mean, it got to a point where you would have to say, can I be excused type thing. But otherwise, you normally sat there the whole time. But at least you could talk.
Yeah.
You know, and like the scenario Freddie brought up there. But going back to yours, I'm sorry, Greek. That seemed normal to me.
Yeah. Oh, to me, it just seemed like because there was a big family. I remember this one kid, and it was like he had 4 brothers, a couple of sisters. Like it would seem like, and I went a few times growing up. He was one of my good friends, but it would seem like you would sit there for hours. You know what I mean? Like a couple hours, and I would get antsy, after a while. And I'd be like 2 hours, like, man, it wasn't a holiday. It was just a regular night. But he had that rule, like you didn't get up until everybody was done. And I think he had 2 sisters or 3 brothers or something like that. But
and it took 2 hours to eat?
Well, they sat down, they talked, the whole thing, and that's what they ate.
Okay, so even after dinner was done, it was still was the focal point was at that point.
Yeah.
That does seem a little strange.
Yeah, I thought it was weird. If it was a holiday, it's different because, my mom used to have, people over, they sit there all day and eat and talk, whatever, but it was a holiday. But for me, I was like, wow, it's...
Yeah. The Knicks are on.
Yeah. There's a game on.
And I got 3 dimes on this thing, so may I be excused?
No, he was an intimidating guy, too. He was a football coach. So you didn't want to say anything to him. But he had a rule. I mean, like you said. The one rule my mom had, if you came in our house, she didn't want anybody to have their shoes on.
Yeah, that was a weird one that I had to deal with when I would go over to my aunt's house, right?
Yeah.
It's because we wore our shoes in our house, but when I go over there, you'd have to take them off.
Yeah.
It was different. It wasn't,
it was a pain in the ass.
But that's not a big deal, not compared to any of these stories.
No,
Right.
no.
It's nothing.
No. But my friends would, they would bitch. I remember them. Like, we got to take off our shoes. And I'd be like, yeah, you have to. It's a rule.
But even like something as small as this, Dad had his chair, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
yours,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
this person says that there was assigned seats in the living room for every part of the family.
Oh, wow.
So you had to ask before you sat on any part of the couch. We're like, no, that's so-and-so's spot.
No, you can't.
Nope, that's so-and-so's spot.
That's Cliff's spot. That's Bobby's.
I don't think it's unusual for people to have their own area, right, that they normally sit in, but to have to ask permission, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
But as a kid, wherever you went to dinner, you would always ask, where do you want me to sit? You know what I mean? Because everybody usually had their spots.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And they would tell you, and then you would just be in there. Today it's probably different. I don't even think families sit together anymore.
No, I don't think so either.
Not much.
I think that's the big difference right there. I remember always hearing, what time you having dinner? What time do you guys eat? 5:30, 6, 5, whatever it was. But today, that went out the window. This show just went right out the window. A quick 4 hours for you in the Penthouse. Always appreciate you guys listening. Jimmy, thanks for everything today. It's the start of Wimbledon, so 40 love to you.
40 love right back at you, Greek. And thank you, Francis, and thank you for listening.
Franny, back to you, too. Wimbledon, 40 love. Thanks for coming in today and jumping over the net.
All right, well, thanks for having me.
You're an ace.
See what you did there. No, thank you guys for kicking off a Monday here in the Penthouse, and thank you for participating, as always, being part of the PH. G-Man, you got parting words?
If you want pumpkin pie and there's no pumpkin, can you still eat the pie and will be as good? But you can imagine that there are pumpkins in the pie. We will talk to you tomorrow. Peace!